Oh, let's go. Welcome to another episode of Small Talk. Thank you for making us part of your evening or your day, however you choose to be
Hey,
listening, whether that's live on the playback or on your favorite podcasting streaming app. Check us out on the replays. I caught up on them. We're good. Like the last one actually came out when it was technically kind of supposed to. So I'm
nice.
getting better. Thank God for teacher summers. Tell you that much. But how you guys been? How's it been going?
Oh man, I've been traveling so much for work. I have no new pickups, but I'm working towards a big event in the summer, and maybe you wouldn't want to talk about that a little bit later. But I'm getting excited, man. There's some good small scale content coming up this summer for me, so should be fun.
What
Very
about you,
nice.
Batty?
I'm just today my sister's in town, so we got to like do dinner and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So uh that was fun. Got to see them. We don't see them often because they're halfway across the country in Calgary. But other than that, um yeah, going good. Lots it's a long weekend here. So
Yeah.
I'm off on to until Tuesday. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, had a busy
Nice
day
long
though
weekend.
today, still being
It's
off. So
always like that. Like, is today like the day before the vacation starts or what?
today was the first day, so we actually just
Ah,
like got our house clean, and we're like, so then we can enjoy the rest of the time off, and then we hung out with, like I said, with
family
my
time.
parents and stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's been a pretty intense few weeks for me. It was kind of a last minute thing on the last show where you guys had to pick up for me. So everything's all good now. It was kind of a sad thing that happened, but my wife's grandfather passed away. He had been struggling with some fluid buildup that was happening in his stomach, and he was doing really well. And then it just kind of picked up, and he was kind of going like every other day or every so many days, where he'd have to get it drained, and then it just got to be like almost day to day kind of thing. And so her mom, her mom set up an appointment and to get it drained like literally the next day, and that evening he passed away. It was real sudden and stuff like that. So
That's terrible.
it hit her real hard because that is her last grandparent. Her on her dad's side they died. Well, the that grandfather passed away fairly old. He was a World War II vet, but the mom, her grandmother, passed away kind of early just due to some bad habits and things like that. And same with her grandfather's, the one that we went to just recently. His wife, same thing, some bad habits that kind of caught up to her over illness and things. And then he passed away the way he wanted to. You know, he wanted to be at his home. He wanted to not be in a home, if you kind of know what I mean, and stuff. And we're good. Christina's good. Her mom says it's been hitting her in and out just these last week or so, and then Christina has just been real protective over her mom, which is how I think how it should be. But we're back at it and we're good, and just trying to keep going. So we're planning to head out that way again for a vacation. We'll talk about it here in a minute. So we might go stop by their spot. They were cremated, or he was cremated. They were both cremated, and they were interned together. So that was real nice to do, to finally put them back together. But we do have a lot of exciting stuff. We got SDCC coming your way. We got new this week. We got some Four Horsemen updates, some WWE Elite stuff, and for the first time ever, we got some Mattel Creations. I'm actually really excited about this Mattel Creation stuff that's dropping. I might actually pick some stuff up. But let's go ahead and check in with the good old comment section here. We got Toy Mafia. Toy Mafia, congrats on your wins, your back-to-back wins, the other day on the main show. Congrats. We
Yes,
got
yes.
Justin here. Let's see. We got Nerf Me. Oops, sorry about that. We got Nerf Me. More Toy Mafia.
It's about
Sally
time all
Ann.
his showing up early actually paid off for something. Yeah.
And he got a lot of praise too, and it's
a lot of
rightfully
effort.
so. I mean, he's literally on every show, first person in, and if it's not, it's very rare. Good old Vintage Rebellion. We need that guy on soon. He's in there just as much. Sith Scale Collector, Six Gun Figs, Jorge Cott. And then we got King Dingley. Guys, thanks for joining us. Lots of exciting stuff happening on the channel. Let's jump right to that really quick. So we got a Collecting Weekly 10K subscribers giveaway, right? Not just the subscribers. I'm just saying there's 10K subscribers. Last I checked, we were at 16.2K. Let me double check that really quick.
Yeah, it'll be 20 way before this giveaway happens.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know what's going on with the internet and the YouTubes.
But God, they are... and you know what? I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I think you guys, Badfish, aka Doritos Boy, said it best. Y'all said it best on the main show, and I just want to kind of reiterate that especially here on Small Talk, we want to be about the creators who and celebrate their success. I think that's what like the big idea was too. Is there's some people who've put the work in and some people who put some other types of work in, but whenever that success comes, we're going to celebrate it too, because we want it for everybody. And that's how I live my life. And that's how I live as a PE coach too. When someone is successful, we're all successful. If they hit it great, then we're celebrating it. And, we have this 10K subscriber giveaway. Thank you to, Big Ol' Fern. What a sweet angel. Kind of, right?
He kind of got forced into it. That was awesome.
He will always be one of those sweetest angels of the Collecting Weekly network. He did donate to Collecting Weekly a DX22 Luke Mando Hot Toys figure. It's in mint in crispy box, and it's for our 10K subscribers. So the way you're going to do this is, one, you got to be subscribed to CW. So if you're not already, go ahead and do it. Apparently over 10,000 people are doing it, so you should too. And then also just be part of the group, the Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. Lots of fun stuff going on there. I know the three of us like to post on there fairly often. Zach posts on there about a little knickknacks and stuff that he's doing around his garage studio and things like that. And lots of fun conversations going on there with reveals that are happening or things that are being sold, or just somebody who wants to bring up something fun to talk about. Yeah. Really friendly community. You guys should definitely take part in that. And Badfish, that's all we're doing, right? Like that's all we need to do.
For the giveaway here?
Yes.
For the 10K?
There's two caveats.
I was gonna say they had a another Tamashi. Did they already give? Oh, yeah, the Vegeta one. Jeez.
That was
yesterday.
On
that one's already done. Yeah, jeez. Like I said, my life's kind of been chaotic the last few days.
So the last
few weeks.
The two
but this one, yeah, is totally different.
The two caveats I'd like to give to that is, you don't only have to subscribe to CW. You don't only have to be a part of the collecting the Ox page on Facebook. But if you go like 16 Fix and the Ben Thomas show, you get extras.
Did you read this part too?
Not
one
yet,
entry.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, so this is you get one entry. That's how you actually get the first entry.
Right. So you got to do this first. So the way it's going to work is you do those two things, you get your first entry, and on the Facebook page, if you go to the main comment or the main post for it and you sort the comments, you'll see how it's ordered from 1 to whatever the current is.
Yeah, so what you'll do is by all.
If you were, for example, the first one to comment on, which you will not be, you would be entry number 1. And then the person after you would be entry number 2, and so on and so on and so on. So if You are international. You do have a couple other things. International winners will be responsible for postage and any VATs and duties that go along
Duty.
with us shipping that over to you. But the winner will be announced on July 30th on the live CW show. So mark your calendars for that. It's an awesome figure. I mean, I'm not a Star Wars collector, but what I've been told is this is like the best one.
I mean, I've been tempted by it very much. So it's just I have so many other POs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's just like I don't want to have so many. I should say I'm trying to keep that number down. So
Well, I
This
got a
isn't Luke
different.
in the hallway,
yeah,
right? This is like Luke, like training.
Well, it is the hallway one, kind of, right?
I think that's
Or is
what
it
it
supposed to
is.
be Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, I think this is the hallway one, just not the deluxe.
It does say Mando.
Yeah, this is the one that the deluxe came with like half a Dark Trooper, I think. The
Yes,
deluxe version. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. I got a different Luke Skywalker wearing black on the way, so it's a little bit redundant for me, but a very fun piece. This is like
Yeah,
CGI Luke. Yeah.
Siskel said that this is a great figure. Whoever gets it will be extremely happy. And
No
what's going
kidding.
on, Mark P? Thank you for joining. Um,
Yeah, you don't have to do much to enter. Like you're really kind of slipping if you don't do it.
so let's go ahead and do that. And I think it's okay for us to do a bonus entry. So a little bit later in the show, we'll do a bonus entry, and I'll message him just in case. But
Nice.
I'd like to do a bonus entry for us.
Oh, it'll be 20K before long. He's fine. Yep.
Hashtag make small talk better than CW. No, I'm kidding.
You're lucky he
Okay,
doesn't
guys.
watch, Sean. All right.
Yeah, right. No real discussion today, but I am interested since we are on summer, or for me, summer break, but for y'all might be a little bit different. But do y'all have any vacations or anything fun coming up that you guys are doing? I just keep it kind of mellow and chill today.
Man, it's not a vacation, but me and my friends have our own little Star Wars convention we're doing in the Burlington/Toronto area and at the start of August, first long weekend in August. Hopefully Badfish
yeah.
can make it because we've been living
I'm literally
close
pulling up the
together.
tickets while guys were talking. That's why I missed you
Nice.
talking about the chat, talking about the giveaway, because I was like, I gotta
Yeah.
order that vendor table because I want to sell some stuff there.
Well, we had a little call the organizers last night, and one of my buddies was like, "Who's Badfish?" He saw that you were lurking on the ticket purchase or something, man. I hear he emailed you or something, but
Oh, I
yeah, I was
emailed
like,
them. Yeah,
"Oh, that's
I
that's
emailed
cool."
them,
Yeah. So
and I asked
you're
if
the
there's
internet
space to
name.
put up shelves. Yeah, Steve
I think there
answered
will
me.
be. Yeah. So that's going to be fun, if you're I don't know how many listeners are in the Southern Ontario area, but based on the hosts on CW, it should be a lot cuz John is like an hour away from me too, which is crazy. But like yeah, man,
Yeah,
it's
he's
called
not
May the
far.
North Be With You. It's going to have it's in Burlington, Ontario, August 3rd and 4th. And we're going to have panels, special guests, and a toy show on the Sunday, August 4th. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What about you, good old Billy Bad?
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, not much. We've been so busy. We haven't planned any sort of vacations. We'll probably do something usually the first week of September, like when kids go back to school, because then it's like dead at all the vacation spots, and then you get better prices on stuff. Last time we went to this place called Blue Mountain, which is like a ski resort near up north, and during the summer there's just like hiking trails and all kinds of other stuff to do there. And we went there to this place. We were probably it was this massive like resort with all these kind of chalets, and you could rent different rooms in them. And we went to the pool and we saw two other people the entire time we were there for like 4 or 5 days.
That's awesome.
And
Nice.
the pricing was like way cheaper. It was awesome. We had the pool to ourselves most of those days, and then we got to just do little day things, and Yeah, it was sweet. So the pricing, unfortunately, is as everything else, has gone up with inflation. But we'd like to go back there. Actually, that might be the on the list to go next year. But this year we might try something different. But other than that, nothing. We haven't done enough planning this year because we've been so busy with almost 2-year-old. So we're trying to plan his birthday too. So there's that. Space theme.
Yeah, not much in the way of trips this summer. Similar thing. I might be moving again, and
I was
that
gonna
takes up a
ask.
lot
Yeah,
of
you're
bandwidth.
moving, right?
I'm trying
So,
to. We'll see how it works out. Yeah.
yeah. So I was gonna ask you because if that's the thing, then you definitely want to do some sort of getaway or do something to kind of relax. Even just go to the beach or make a
Yeah.
long weekend for yourself at the new place or something, and or explore the new area or something. Get a few days off. But yeah, it doesn't need to be
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Yeah. Well,
Especially
we're not.
moving.
Yeah, it's not going too far. It's just like, logistics of the whole situation. Like, it's the nice thing for me is like I've had my collection in a condo for like 3 years now, so like it's pretty manageable. It's not going to be the operation it was a few years ago. So it's good. It's well curated right now. It's good
That's
times.
good. Yeah, man,
Nice,
I was
nice.
in the opposites as I've said before. I was in a bigger house than I am now and had to just quickly move a
Yeah.
big ass collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's good. At least you're prepared and when we moved, we were doing painting the first because of we found smoke damage, so we had to do painting the first 6 months.
Boo.
Yeah, it sucks for sure.
Yeah,
So,
man.
no, go
What
ahead.
you got, Sean?
Oh, I was gonna say, we are gonna go to Galveston. It's about 4 hours from us. Her parents only live about an hour and a half from there, and her mom likes to go to the beach. So, they were so kind to rent a big beach house for everybody, and we're gonna go stay there for about 3 4 days. And it's her mom's her mom's birthday and her parents' wedding anniversary. So they're gonna go off to dinner one day. The next day we'll go and have a big party for her birthday, and then we're just gonna chill out on the beach. But the reason I bring it up is because it does have to do with some collecting that I would like to do. Not so much figure wise, but I'm gonna be getting a metal detector, and I'm really hype about it because I'm super into like history stuff and like watching like Exploration Unknown, all those kind of things.
So basically, you
Curse of
want
Oak
find
Island.
some pirate
Oh
gold or
yeah.
something.
Well,
Yeah.
funny enough,
Gonna strike it
not
big.
on the half that we're gonna stay on, but on the other half of it, there used to be this channel called like Pirates Channel or something like that, and they've since closed that off. But it was a big fishing area more modernly, but that's where they used to smuggle all of the like the alcohol and the barrels and all that kind of stuff. They would filter it through these
Hmm.
little bayous that kind of filter into the mainlands, right? But on our half, I'll be looking for like coins and lost rings, more modern stuff. Maybe make a couple,
Yeah.
maybe make $100 or something. Let's see what happens. All right.
Speaking of
Yeah.
shipwrecks, real quick, what number of shipwrecks do you think that there are in the world? Either 1 million, 3 million, 7 million, or 10 million in the entire world? How many would you guess?
Say that 1
1
million.
million, 3 million, 7 million, or 10 million?
I'd say
I'm
somewhere
going
around
3.
three. I'm going three.
3? You guys
Yeah.
are both
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I learned that the other day.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I
Well,
mean, you gotta think
I
of all the ships that the U.S. have sunk, right?
Yeah, it's World War II ships, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Spanish colonials.
Well,
You
I'm
got-
just
you just
saying
gotta
just
think
the
about-
ships they sunk that they're not using anymore.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. First principles, like how many you know, you go back 50 years, the population was half. How many ships can people possibly be building that they're losing casually like that? You know, like you start to get a good idea of the averages, you know.
And you mean like ships? You're not talking like Grandpa's boat
Any
out in the lake.
I don't know.
well,
I'm sure they're not counting like little boats that they can track, but in general, shipwrecks maybe over a certain size. But yeah, 3 million.
ships that had a name.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ships that
That
had
is,
something worth looking at.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I've always wanted to do on my scuba
Oh,
certification.
it includes small abandoned dinghies.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry.
But that's always one thing I've always wanted to do on my diving certification is get the
Oh.
shipwreck certification.
Wait, you can dive?
Yeah.
You have a dive cert?
Yeah.
That's
Not
awesome.
only a
I
dive
didn't know that
cert,
about
not
you.
only a recreational dive cert, but it's the same program that they put the Marines through.
That's
It's called
cool as
SSI.
hell.
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna
more of
start
an
calling you
advanced.
our,
It's more of an
Marine.
advanced scuba.
Or our
I don't
Not
think
really
you're allowed to do
Marine,
that.
because-
going to be
Yeah,
a
don't do
Marine.
that, please. I have Marines in my family. Don't do that.
He'll get roasted at
be-
the next barbecue.
Oh, I know.
Baby Marine.
Baby Marine. Not even, man. Not even a minnow. I wouldn't last one day in that.
You survived some of it.
But anyway, though, I'm pretty hype about it. I'm not a huge beach goer, but I'm excited to get that metal detector and just give it my shot at it. Even just finding like scraps, clean up the beach or something like that, I'll be happy. You know, just the hunt is what I love. Not only
That's cool.
with that, but even with just collecting. You know, any kind of tip that you can get, any kind of little ding or whatever from other sites and things like that. And that's what
Well,
I'm
you know,
into.
That's cool.
hopefully, I mean, you're probably most likely to find lost jewelry, which probably has more value than the
And
average
that's what
antique
I'm
coin.
thinking.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely, yeah. That
but
definitely. That's cool though, man. Yeah, I think we talked about this. The one you're getting, does it cut the little hand probe?
this one supposedly has a pinpoint on it, but I'm still going to purchase it on the side. I think it's like $20-$30.
That's not bad. Yeah, just grab
So I'm just going to tack it on. I'm buying it off of Amazon. And I have
That's
a
not
budget
much.
for it. And I told my wife, I go, if it's too much over the budget, then I'll just sell a couple of things and I'll fund it. No big deal. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. Anything else, guys, before we get into this crazy news week? Oh my God.
Not for
No,
me.
let's
no.
do it, man.
Let's get into
All
it.
right, let's jump right into it. So new pickups. I got two things. I got this Paul Bearer WWE Elites figure from good old Manny from the network. And I've been waiting for this for so long. And he was nice enough to sell me the Chase version for a price. It was about $30. I paid $30, I should say. And I think the only Chase part of it is the tie. I think the tie is a little bit different on one of the others, or the regular version, I should say. And then the other thing I got was these two Chelsea Green figures. And I've already talked to Mike Estrada about it too, because he was commenting on some things that he got, and he told me to go with the Chase, the orange one. But my argument is that Chelsea comes out in this purple black suit quite a bit now, so I'm like, I don't know which one I want to keep and which one I'll either take back or just trade fodder, buy it for, I think it was like $23 I paid at HEB to get it or whatever. But what's y'all's opinion? Like, if you had a Chase and the only thing that's different, it's not like you get an extra accessory, it's not like you get an extra whatever, it's just the costume.
I
What
I
would
kind
you
of
do?
I can't believe that, like, this is amazing to me that they're still doing it in this way. Like, there's no, as far as the packaging, there's no indication, right? It's just like, notice the paint difference. That's the Chase.
Let me. Right, you just kind of have to know. So Chase, regular.
Yeah, like I can't think of any other line that's doing that right now where like there's no accounting for it on the packaging. Like when you have those chase versions from that like Micro Galaxy Squadron, like, the box print is totally different. You know, it's like it's just rare. It's like, but it's a whole different like SKU and everything, right? Whereas this is on paper the exact same product. I mean, I'd still go with the chase. These look about as good as each other to me. So there's not really a design change. It's like one of the paint apps is a different color by the looks of it, right? So
Right.
I mean,
Even my
orange
wife
is the
told me to
chase.
go with the chase.
Yeah.
And I have not checked prices on this. I don't think the price is gonna matter.
Yeah,
If it
I don't,
does,
yeah,
it's like
it's hard to know.
it's $3-4. Like what?
Yeah,
I don't,
but like, what's the ratio, right? Like, if they do like how many are in a case? How rare is it? I wonder.
two to one or so. I
Oh,
think
that's
there's
barely a
two of.
chase.
Are
I
you
think
also then? Sorry, go ahead.
I think there's two Chelseas, two purple Chelseas, and then maybe you get the orange, something like that. I've not really gotten in that far to the elites yet where I know what the ratios are. Like if it was like a Legends and I was working back at the comic shop, I could tell you exactly what's coming with what. But I've not gotten so far into the elites yet where I'm kind of like counting ratios yet. But when I have seen Chelsea's on the rack, it's been 2 max. So maybe there's a third, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards the orange.
And if you're just like, if one like was worth more, you would sell the other. Like say like one was worth.
I mean, if the chase is going
more,
for more and it's significantly more, like
I would at
I'd
least
say
check
even
that
over-
then real quick.
at least over $10. It'd have to be over $10.
I was gonna say at least $20 or more. Like, and then if not, I would just
Yeah.
pick the one you like more and sell the other one.
Yeah,
Or
and I'd
trade
just
it,
sell it at
actually.
price because like I bought both of these
That's what I
at
would do.
HEB, which is our local grocery store, and they normally have them for like 19 or $20, something like that.
This.
And after taxes, it rounds up to 23, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So nothing crazy. And I have a Seth Rollins coming too. That one I'm kind of waiting on to see if that's gone up or not.
I got a question. Does she wrestle with this hat ever?
No, that's kind of like her thing. Like she
Her
has the hat
entrance.
on. She has this big like poofy whatever the hell that is behind her. Like
Oh, I didn't
cape.
even notice. There's like a like cape thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, all soft goods on that. So
I didn't even notice that was there.
yeah, and she
There you
so
go.
she does that and she bends over and she goes like shh kind of thing.
Of course.
And, yeah, and you could kind of see the pointy fingers.
I don't know, man.
Therefore,
Nothing. Stacy Keebler, I think, was probably still the
hey,
best.
right here, Stacy Keebler for life. You guys said
That
y'all
entrance doesn't sound as good as Stacy Keebler's.
y'all said y'all didn't get anything, right? Nothing crazy.
No, not really. I was gonna open a couple I was doing like retro openings of stuff I'm just finding, but I just haven't had time. So
Okay.
there's some cool stuff though coming, and I've got again some things people sent me that I just haven't had the chance to set up in a good picture that I want to get. That meant a lot. So those will be coming eventually. So
All right. Sounds good.
shout out if you know, you know.
Well, again, guys, we'd like to thank all of you guys thank all of you guys for joining us tonight. Catch us on the replays if you can. All right, guys, it's that time of year. It's SDCC, and they're dropping reveals, and some are orderable. We're gonna get to some NECA stuff here in a little bit, and it's kind of interesting the way that they've done it this year. But we're gonna start off with SHF and some of their stuff that they have in all of these categories. If they have exclusives, we'll start with the exclusives and then move on from there. So the first thing we have is the San Diego Comic-Con 2024 exclusive Godzilla 1989. There's a regular version of this, I believe. This is the S.H. Monster Arts Live. This Godzilla comes with fins on its back, and they are posable, and they give off a glow-like effect. And nothing like super duper crazy on this. I mean, there was one other picture where you kind of see the scale from head to straight tail. It measures about the same as all the Godzillas that Monster Arts puts out. But nothing too. I think this is kind of more of a spoof off of the more recent one, right?
I'm not sure, but
Well,
I
it's
like
at
the way it looks.
yeah, it's at 89, right? So I'm like, I
Mhm.
know they sort of redesigned Godzilla for the 84 movie, and they're sort of still riffing on that for a little while. I don't like. I vaguely know the eras. I don't know if they're calling it 89, it's probably a little bit different from the 84 version. I'm sure 89 Godzilla is nobody's favorite Godzilla, but he looks he looks tasteful.
It's got to be
It's just
some.
like it's so far off the beaten path, like there's the 90s one have a very distinctive look. Yeah, I mean it looks good, but I feel like if you're doing the run and sort of representing all the eras, it's a must have. But if you have like three Godzillas, he probably doesn't make the team. You know?
Yeah, Godzilla's kind of in some respects to me kind of just meld together. They're kind of like how some people can't tell the difference between some Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes I like it would be very tough for me to tell between certain Godzillas. I can
Yeah.
easily tell,
The
but
original is
As
I don't
pretty
know,
is certain
obvious.
like
Iron Man.
it feels like there's always another Godzilla as well. Every week there's some new Godzilla coming out, which is fine. I know it's very popular, but that's where I get lost in the sauce. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, they
Well,
did
the
and
use the
newest
same
one,
costume for a few movies.
yeah.
It's not a
yeah,
new
okay,
costume every movie. Sometimes they lasted for like 3, 4.
yeah, I do know that, yeah. But
Yeah.
I will say -1. If I personally ever got a Godzilla at this point, it would be probably that one because that's been the coolest
I
version
Yeah.
I've seen in a long
I
time.
was gonna
So
say the same thing. Like after all these years of covering Godzillas and the different ones, I think the two that I need is a mecha of any kind, which I'm kind of leaning more towards the one that they represent in Ready Player One, just because that was a
I
cool movie.
I have never finished that movie. I fell asleep like
Really?
20 minutes in. I need
And
to
then
watch it again.
the minus one, that one is just it's different. It's just different, you know. And if I was trolling, I'd get the good old New York T-Rex version.
That one's cool. Honestly, just because of like kid nostalgia, I love that
For
one. But
real, right?
uh,
Is there a
what's the
Monster Arts version of that?
No, not
No,
yet.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
They
They
need
they
to.
They
should
won't
do
do
it.
it.
30th
Yeah.
anniversary or whatever, something like that.
They they should do or sorry, they've done a few of the -1s. I don't remember who did them, but more are coming if you missed those pre-orders. So
Yeah.
if you want to get one,
And then the next thing we have is the S.H.Figuarts Jiren Final Battle. This is only going to come with a Caden effect part. I don't really know what that is. I remember watching
probably
him
his
in the
blast.
anime, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But again, these are all San Diego Comic Con exclusives. But he's cool. I think this pose right here is the pose. Like this just looks awesome with all his muscles flexing and stuff like that. But he did have a blast effect in one of his hands in one of those pictures. But
The legs are cool. They're all shiny.
yeah, the shining. I really like how they put the detail into the ripped part of his costume or his pants right here. You kind of see like where the tears are within like the top parts of it and stuff. So it's kind of cool to see that.
Damn, this guy looks goofy as heck in the actual animation. He looks so much cooler in my opinion right now in the
right.
maybe it's
Okay,
another
I was wondering. I was like,
version of him.
either this one was the goofy one or the anime was the goofy one. But
Okay, the anime there is one where he's buffed up actually a bit more. Here it is, where he's got his shirt ripped. Okay, this is actually cooler looking. But man, his first form or whatever it is looks goofy as heck.
yeah. And then we have the S.H.Figuarts Son Goku and Son Gohan Kid and Kintoon. I thought this was called a Nimbus. I don't know what the other part is.
We'll call it Nimbus.
Yeah, it's Nimbus to me. That's all I know. But
don't
this
know
is
what
going
that
to
is.
come with many expressions for the facial parts and allows you to recreate the scenes from the opening of the anime as well as iconic scenes from the
Yeah.
series.
I think this is Nimbus's brother Cumulus.
I hate you.
Yeah, it's definitely another version of the cloud, maybe, but there's flying Nimbus and Kintoon have their own.
I just hope that if we're going
Descriptions.
to show this with like the curve in it to turn, that it's not just a straight piece like this.
Yeah,
We need
it
Dean
sort
here
of
for
looks
this.
like a giant
Yes,
sperm.
we do need
Yeah.
Dean on this one. Say his name and he will come.
This
I
is
believe in Dean the Dream.
This is cool though that it comes with this extra display piece. Does it say
And
it comes with like a little stand or anything for it?
Yeah, how does that
No, and-
stand on a flat surface?
Yeah, I'm curious how they're doing
just
this.
like this, and then it falls back a little bit and sits on the tail.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it could balance on the bottom if they did it right. They could have like
Yeah.
3 points of 3 or 4 points where it touches the ground.
I think the Gohan looks really cool, especially you can see the tail back there in the background of it. You can't really see it in that picture, but he has his tail, he has his hat with the little Dragon Ball on top, what it looks like, and then
Oh,
real young Goku looking figure too. Just having a lot of fun.
I found out the difference between the names. So one is the English dub is the Nimbus, and it's in the manga it was called the Kintoon or
King Toon.
yeah, whatever.
Oh, so we're all basically inauthentic fans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kinto. Either way, cool. I like it. I love the little Gohan. It's so
Yeah, the
awesome.
Gohan's awesome.
So
And
great.
you know what? Now that I think about it and I replay
is
the
like
animation in my head. That's
This is from the
exactly-
intro, right? Like if you
Yeah.
want the intro shot or whatever, it's awesome.
Look, I think the cool thing though is that it sounds like it's going to come with a few different expressions for the face part. So I mean that's going to be cool to switch those out and make that a lot of fun.
Yeah. Cool. Oh wait,
And
go
then-
back.
Mhm.
Go back one. Oh yeah, it has a curve in the cloud.
Yeah.
So
So
you
I
just
hope
don't see it from the other angle. Okay,
right.
sorry.
I hope it's not
You
just
can
a
go
straight piece and that you can make the curve, but it does come with. Also, it looks
Ooh, a
like
little bow staff
a
or
staff.
something.
And
Whoa.
then the. Whoa! What that?
That's cool. This
That one.
Trunks. I like the hair.
future Trunks, Super Saiyan Trunks is made with pearl paint and recreated the moment when he is firing the Gallic gun.
Oh, you got
which is
it.
also
There you go.
an attached. So
That's another blast.
yeah, I think the paint on this looks good. The expression looks really good. There's the blast, and
The hair's badass.
the metallic actually looks really cool. I mean, if you're going Super Saiyan and you're not kind of like sparkling a little bit, I guess it's not really Super Saiyan, right?
This could be like he's like got energy around him or something. This is kind of a cool take on it.
If you have
But,
some of those
yeah.
other DBZ S.H.Figuarts pieces where you could put the glow behind them, you know, like the effect piece behind them.
I remember when I first saw Trunks, like for the first time, me and my friends
were
were
like,
freaking.
who's this
No, we were freaking out. We thought it was so cool. He cuts Frieza in half. Spoilers.
Oh no, it's way long ago. It's no longer a
Yeah,
spoiler.
sorry.
You're good. It's no longer a
Very
spoiler.
cool though. Love this.
The other exclusive, I'm sorry. The other exclusive is the I always say it wrong. Kasuke?
Kakashi.
Kakashi?
Kakashi Hatake.
Right?
I don't know.
And he's gonna come
I'm not an
with,
anime guy.
Yeah, me either.
Other than Dragon Ball.
I'm not an anything guy, I guess.
Nimbus.
He's gonna come with 2 other weapons, and we just covered this figure, you know, and I'm kind of like, well, if you were on the fence with the other one, you might as well just get this one. You know, like I don't quite remember everything that came with the previous figure, but
I think
I
the
feel like
paint
we
and
just
stuff is
covered it.
awesome. I think it looks really cool. I just don't like that his toes are out. Why does he have his toes out? Looks like those are normal shoes, and then they're sandals. I don't like it. But I don't know. I think the paint,
These
the
are
way
cool.
that again the hair looks awesome, and I mean anime hair is just cool. But they executed it really well with the paint job on it.
I
and-
saw something the other day that said all anime characters, their faces are based off of cats.
That sounds right. This
None of them have an actual humanoid looking face.
yeah,
It's
that makes
all
sense.
cat looking.
To me though, these weapons, I don't know. You're asking to get. How do you hold these?
I'm gonna cut you as I cut myself.
These are dangerous.
Well, they probably spin inexplicably on the cartoon, so it makes even less sense. Yeah.
Control them with his mind or something. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. All I know, Naruto is very popular. I know nothing about it, unfortunately. Sorry.
So the rest of these are going to be non-SDCC exclusives. The first one is going to be the S.H.Figuarts Vegeta Older Style Battle Clothes. It's a P Bandai exclusive for $60. Pre-orders open tomorrow, the 28th, and is due out February of next year. You know, I just feel like we get so many Vegetas, and it's like there's so many different forms, there's so many different series where he was wearing different stuff, doing different things. He lost his battle armor. What I do like is it has this broken piece in the middle right there, and then the face expression too to go with it. I should say I'm pretty sure this is off of the. Let me check something. This is off of the Namek battle.
That sounds right. Yeah, he has no shoulder pads at one point.
Right.
Yeah. Damn, this is cool. Yeah, eventually I'd like to grab. That's what I'm kind of glad that they do so many of these, because eventually I would love to grab maybe a couple of representations, just like a Goku and a Vegeta and a Gohan maybe.
Yeah.
Like that would be enough for me for Dragon Ball, if I got some decent ones. But I don't know. I probably want the one with the armor, like the shoulder pads.
I'd like to see how they
everything.
do these little sweat marks right here in the corner. You got it on his cheek too, right here.
Ooh.
If you look really close, it's like he got hit so hard. He's like,
Yeah,
sweat's
it's like
dripping off him.
Yeah, that's cool. That I wonder, is that just painted on? I would assume,
Or maybe
would
just
be
a
my
little bit extra
guess.
gloss. So they said that this is like the pose where he's waiting on Krillin to come back as well.
Oh, you can put the arms they have the crossed arms.
Yeah, you
or
can tell that they're molded right there.
Yeah, like I like that they do those pre-posed ones available. Yeah, this is cool. This would be something I would consider as a Vegeta.
Loading
But
up his
the only
glove
thing
right
I
here.
don't like is the way the biceps look, or whatever, the shoulders look there. They look too far out. So I would pose them differently. But there it looks.
This looks great
There
right
it looks
here.
obviously fine. But the one there, it looks okay. They still are
Yeah, 'cause they're
actually
curved
kind of
in.
far out. See that right shoulder, or
Yep.
his left?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So there's a couple other figures you could pose him with. Then
Oh,
another
see, he's
face-
got the veins popping out.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's cool. Frieza.
So we don't always cover these, but I do like to cover the Cayman Riders every now and then. The way I guess I would describe it is they're kind of like the more brutal Power Rangers, you know, not
Whoa.
so much for kids, but I have a friend who's a real big fan of them. He just says like, this is way worse than Power Rangers as far as like the brutality and stuff like that. But this is going to be this is going to be the Kamen Rider Saber Brave Dragon metallic color. I'm pretty sure this is a reissue since they're adding the whole metallic color edition. It's a Tamashii Nations exclusive. Oh, go ahead.
No, I just remembered noticing on the photo here that it says like 2020 or so, on the copyright on the photo. So I don't know if that seems kind of weird to me unless they shot it at the same time and didn't update that. If it's a variant, but
yeah, it must be that it is. That's interesting, but it is crazy looking. Yeah, I don't know anything about Kamen Rider either or Kamen Rider, but they
look really cool.
They look nuts looking. Yeah, they're interesting.
This is going to be
the
due out
dragon
in
thing.
August. I'm going to guess it's going to be somewhere around $70. The other two that came out not too long ago were I think 70, 80. And then we have another. This is S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Tycoon Bujin Sword. This is the pre-orders for this one opened up on June 24th and is due out in November. And I think this guy looks amazing. There's an orange one I'd like to get to, but this guy looks so much cooler than the other one.
This would be something you could just get and like but this one actually says 2022 in the bottom. But this was something you could futz in with like, what's it called? Your Cosmic Legions
Ooh.
or something like that. Like this could just be some,
Like a lone rider, like a cosmic
yeah,
lone
some
rider kind of thing.
mercenary. Who knows? Look at the belt going on there. And on the previous one, I couldn't tell what the heck was happening on his belt. Like there, it's like, I don't know. It's like gold and like got
Just a big black
little
piece.
squares. I don't know what's but this one's even more interesting. But very cool.
I'm guessing this cape is gonna be plastic, which I don't like.
Looks
but
like it.
It seems like it might be pretty easily adaptable too, though, if you can get a good cape.
Yeah.
Love the leg armor on this guy. Like it just breaks up. Like you don't even just because it's all multiple plates, you don't notice the articulation at all. Just and it's so contrasty with the like the white edging on the black plates. Very cool.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the S.H. Monster Arts Shimo from Godzilla times Kong, or the New Empire. This pre-order opened up on the 21st and is due out in January of 2025. I guess we're mid-year.
Kill it with fire.
So it doesn't quite fall into my rule that I like to keep for myself, but January 2025 just seems so far away to put the money down on this and wait that long to get it.
What is this? I didn't see the movie. Like, where do you find that guy in the movie? What's his deal?
I haven't seen Godzilla. It's Godzilla and Kong New Empire.
Yeah, it's the new Godzilla versus
I haven't
Kong.
seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, okay, good for you.
It looks cool, but it also is just like a big bunch of like white plastic that they just molded. I feel like this is like edging on what is it? The new Mesozoic stuff, Cyberzoic.
Well, this is just this is inauthentic American kaiju. You know, I want 1998 Godzilla before this.
Exactly.
That's true.
I'm okay with it if they want to do it and people want to fill out like something for their 30 Godzillas that they have on their shelves to fight. But no, I don't know. It's all right. It's interesting. It's kind of got kind of the Godzilla face from the one you're talking about, Chris. Like the lips kind of remind me of it, but and the snout. But if you want something to battle your Godzillas or your monsters, something cool to maybe add. It's unique.
Monster Arts normally run around 110 to 150, right?
I don't know, to be honest. What is this one?
Is this less?
They don't have it yet.
Shimo?
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't like the name either, but there you go.
The other
Here we go.
Arts is the King of Mons. This pre-order opened up on the 26th, which was yesterday, and it's due out in January. I'm sorry, not January, December of this year. This
is more of a classic look.
Yep.
Yeah.
Disturbing.
This is like Destroya.
And it's not far off. Like, it's definitely better paint, better everything, but the essence of the original is in this. And I really, really like this. I mean, this thing's going to be huge. I'm going to guess that this is going to be somewhere around 200.
What is this from?
It was
Ultraman?
from Ultraman.
Say, this is like crazy looking. It's I don't like it. It's cool, like very. Oh, there you go. There's Ultraman. It's cool, but man, it makes me feel what's the word? It's queasy, disturbed. You know, I don't like it. It's doing its job though. It's meant to do that.
Yeah, it's from hell.
Yeah. You could tell.
Yeah,
it climbed up from there for sure. Actually, we have quite a bit from Mofex today.
Let's get to it.
So some DC stuff. We got Black Adam Mofex number 244, Dr. Fate, $119 due out this April.
So that's not
I'm sorry,
Black
not
Adam.
this April, next April. This is going to have the Black Adam figure, an alternate head, and 4 other accessories. And I actually really like this. The gold on it looks perfect to me. Like, I really like the way the gold looks, and I like the way the helmet looks. Here's one of the Accessories. The head sculpt is a little off, I feel like, but it definitely gives that old man Pierce Brosnan look.
Why did you say black comes with Black Adam figure? I think they
That's how they always. I don't know why they give very specific.
maybe for the movie. They mean
Yeah.
that's a weird wording. But anyways, yeah, I mean this movie, I forget kind of what happened. I'm pretty sure I finished it. Whether the what
Shazam,
happened at
right?
the end, I mean, who knows?
I mean,
Shazam,
it just
Black
didn't.
Adam.
This didn't rewrite DC cinematic history in the way The Rock hoped. Oh, that's a real shame, you know.
Yeah, so
Must have been why he came back to WWE.
Might have
honestly,
something to do with
yeah.
it.
This movie, you've got to be in deep for to want it. Oh, did we shout out Mark P and Sam Gist are in the chat as well?
Sam Gist
I don't know
is
if
here.
we
We
did,
did do
sorry.
Mark P.
Okay,
Good
shout
old
out
Marky
to those
Mark
guys.
P.
Thank you for tuning in live. Anyone else in there as well out there who is too shy to say hello. But I don't know. It looks cool, like especially the mask. But yeah, like I said, you got to be in deep to want this one, especially at $120, man.
The
They're
next one we
making
have
new, new $120 Black Adam figures. What a time to be
And
alive! That's crazy.
This is 105. What's the how? Don't get me wrong, and it has more
Pierce Brosnan
accessories.
tax.
Mm.
Yeah.
Holy
this
crap!
pay
This
for
has
that
so much
Spider-Man.
more.
No Way Home, Mofex number 245 Spider-Man integrated suit for $104 due out this December. This is going to include 4 alternate heads, 6 web slinging effects, and the mask, an anti-goblin serum, and whatever
that
the hell
box.
this box is called.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
even try to
going-
say it.
Nope, not
The
today.
machina.
Yeah.
This has
It's a
4 head
Tesseract.
parts, web slings, a mask, a goblin serum. Oh, that sculpt's pretty decent. It's not. I hate their eyes when you click close up, but further back it's fine. And then that box thing. Meanwhile, that Black Adam came with an alternate head and 4 accessories, and it's $15 more.
You get
This
all
is
the
a much-
basic
and it's
web
a
slinging that
Spider-Man.
you see out of almost
They
any
don't really
like
juice ya.
high-end Spider-Man. Plus the mask, plus the serum and the box.
This is kind of cool. I like this suit too. The integrated suit is kind of interesting to me. I kind of like the little highlights on it. If you jump back there, sorry,
Mhm.
the gold. See, I kind of like it. It's not my favorite of his suits, but I think it's pretty cool.
Like,
So yeah,
guys, I'll be honest. Like, I was in the Infinity Saga. I was on every single movie multiple times. I saw so many of those movies multiple times. But like after Infinity Saga, I think I've only seen 2, maybe. I can't even remember. Like I might have seen 2, and I just feel like there's been so many of these, and there's so many just like 2.0s of these figures that I'm kind of over it. I mean, Spider-Man's Spider-Man. He'll always be Spider-Man.
is this a 2.0?
I don't know if this one's a 2.0, but I just feel like we've seen so many of them that it's just like, who
Oh,
knows?
yeah, I mean,
it could
yeah.
be.
I'd be surprised if this didn't come out by now. But
Somebody else has probably done it, but I don't know if
They did like
Mayfix
maybe
or
a
Mofex
basic
has,
one,
yeah.
and then they finally got the rights to the box.
Maybe, yeah.
okay.
But it's not bad. I think it's a pretty good price considering compared to especially some of the other ones we just saw. But I see what you're saying. I see the fatigue, what you're saying.
Mhm.
But I've only rewatched this movie once since it came out, No Way Home.
Mhm.
But it's definitely a great movie, though. I mean, I did.
Yeah,
like it
I
a
need to
lot.
catch up. I mean, I was such a fan during the Infinity Saga that I need to watch this new set. I haven't even watched the new Black Panther.
I haven't. We
haven't watched
started
Doctor
it.
Strange.
I mean, like the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I haven't seen no Ant-Man and Marvels or
Ant-Man
any of
Wasp.
those, but
I've watched some of the TV stuff. I've watched Moon Knight.
you saw No Way
Loki.
Home though, right?
Yeah, I saw No Way Home.
Yeah, I hope so. That's a great one.
Um,
Marvel's definitely lost a lot of momentum.
yeah,
That's
but
the
I
best way to
wonder. I
put it.
mean, the first, let's call it like what, 10, 15 years or whatever it was, Infinity Saga was around, that was like the epicenter of movies. You know, you
Yeah.
had 2 a year at the very least, and I know everyone has their thoughts on them, but I've always thought they were well thought out. You know, and
Well,
it was,
superhero fatigue has set in, I think, at this point, right? I
and
think
you're
they
kind of
had their
seeing it. You're
run, which
kind of
is
getting some
fine.
more of those real life type
Yeah.
movies coming out lately too.
Yeah, like the last thing I saw in theaters was Dune 2, but and then if I
Well,
could, I would have seen Planet of the Apes probably too.
Chris is our retro movie guy, so what do you say?
I say that if you didn't see Furiosa, you slipped. I thought that they took it out of theaters,
I
but
wanted to. Yeah.
I saw it somewhere near me here in Ottawa that it was still in theaters this week. I thought it all left, but that's a good one. But yeah, I don't know, man. I even saw No Way Home, and I basically protest the MCU, and I saw No Way Home, so
Yeah.
tells you everything you need to
There's some
know.
good ones to cherry pick. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know.
So this one I'm actually kind of excited for. I vaguely remember watching this anime.
What the
It's
hell?
called Tessijin 28 Go. It's Mafex number 246, and this is the color version of it. So there's two different versions of this anime, but the short form is that it's this boy is just kind of like this outcast, and then the dad creates these war machines where he becomes friends with this one Tessijin, and he goes around and helps save people, and you know, the whole superhero kind of thing. But this is going to be $119 and due out in December. And I actually I like it because it's a different direction, I feel like, than Mafex has gone in a really long time. Like, you've always gotten the Marvel movies, you've gotten the DC movies. You know, I think was it them who did what was it called, Rebel Moon, or was that SH? I think it was SH. But I feel like you've been getting a lot of these like mainstream superhero movies, and then for them to go this direction with it, I think it makes it a lot of fun.
It's
Yeah, I don't know
definitely
where you were
interesting.
watching these. Like I
Yeah.
didn't know there was such a thing as other anime besides Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid. So I don't know where you're
Yeah.
watching these at.
I
But
feel like I've seen an American version of this.
okay. Well, it's a pretty fun design. It's like sort of Michelin Man, like, you
Yeah.
know, it's good. Iron Giant / Michelin Man, pretty fun.
So he has
Centurion.
several hands, and he's got some rocket boosters that come as a the flame effects for his rocket boosters. But tall blue machine man. I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool direction. It's different. It's different. I feel like this is kind of the stuff that we need to start heading towards, I guess, in like figures in general. You know, a lot of it's been movies and animes that are like up front that we've seen in a long time. It's cool to see something a little bit older.
Yeah, it's a fun design. Wonder how it stands if you do a too dynamic of a pose though. A lot of mass up top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is interesting. I like the paint, the finish. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's nice finish on that the blue on him. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen this before. Yeah. Very cool.
All right. Jumping into NECA. Um, Badfish, I know you normally take this, but there's quite a bit that I kind of like to cover on it if it's okay with you.
Hell no.
Hell, okay, you take it. Go, go, go,
No,
go,
go
go.
for it.
Okay.
I can cover like the turtle stuff or something if there's not. I don't know.
So,
I'm looking at it, and you probably know more of these than I do.
all right. So, NECA had their convention exclusive online pre-sales. It went from June 26th to the 28th. And the way this worked was they had a set number of figures of each of the types that they came out with, if you will, right? We're going to go over all of them. And day 1 and day 2 sold out. They're gone, right? Day 3 tomorrow starts at 12 p.m. Eastern. And some of these I'm actually kind of interested in. Like, they're not something I normally would go for, but if you want these, you need to jump on early because people are snagging these up. It is limit 2. All of these are limit 2, and they are watching bots. They are watching there's I can't remember what the other thing was, but they're watching one other thing to make sure you're not over ordering on this stuff. But the first thing we have is the Elf Ultimates Super Elf 7-inch scale action figure 2024 con exclusive for $40 due out in August of this year. And this is one I actually want. I've seen the regular one out at the stores, but it's kind of cool. He's in his superhero getup, and you could tell he's at a con. And this is what I really like. He's taking selfies. I think it would be really cool to set him up with just random figures and just have him taking selfies and do some photo photography. But I don't know. I might try to jump on this. He's going to come with 6 pairs of extra hands, the selfie stick with the phone, and then what looks like a poster carrier case.
Yeah. He's getting something signed. That isn't that quaint. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty fun. He's a generic superhero cosplaying at a con. But can you roll back to that convention shot just for 1 second, Sean? This is the type of stuff that really grinds my gears, right? So like this convention shot, toy photographers out there, the background shot's too dark. Look at those little blurry spheres of light. That stuff that should be like bordering on solid white, and it looks very uncanny because of that. But the figure's awesome. Look at this guy. This is great. There was talks they were going to bring back this show so many times, and like the comedian that voices Alf, his name's escaping me right now, but like he was up for it. Like 10 years ago, they almost did it. They did like a reunion movie like 15 or 20 years after the show ended. And he did the occasional like talk show appearance. If you look on YouTube, he's turned up over the years on various live appearances. But it's just an iconic character who will eat your cat. It's good. I like this. There's something that there's this. I feel like this has a little more like shelf like interactivity value and toy photography value with the costume. It's a little more fun than the generic version.
Yep. Did either of y'all ever have the Alf doll?
I did. Yeah. That's a repressed memory. I wonder when he got rid of that. Yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
He finally.
No.
Yeah.
I like was aware of Alf, and I saw like a couple episodes here and there, but I was never like a massive fan per se. Yeah, I don't know. This is really interesting though. I love when they do this sort of stuff. NECA grinds my gears in general, as I think you guys know. But
Says
this
the guy
is
who
cool.
brought him back to the network. Thank you, by the way.
Wow.
I mean, I think there is interesting stuff they do. Their pricing drives me mad.
Yeah.
I mean, how much is this?
This is gonna be
40. That's
$40.
That's good. So
It's
we'll
not-
talk about
well-
something later that is way too overpriced. We've talked though about like the sewer was like $300 something. It was way
They're display
overpriced.
sets.
But they
these are
screwed me
smaller.
over personally, like with stuff that I had sent to me, like specifically a signature edition of a figure. I never got the signature, and have emailed them like 10 times about it, and it never has been resolved.
Which is interesting because wasn't that Marco's thing that he had too?
He
Was it
called
Marco?
them, yeah, but his was a dent in the box. I didn't receive part of the product, which is a signature from fucking
Yeah, that's different.
the actress who played Rachel April O'Neil. So it's fucking
You were
annoying.
robbed.
Like I was absolutely
Two-
robbed. I've tried to have
Yeah.
it dealt with so many times. So
Yeah. I feel like Marco's complaint was a little bit extra, but you have a valid complaint.
it drives
Yeah.
me nuts. And then there's two other situations that I won't get into, but they screwed me on 2 other orders. But yeah, those I got my money back, but the other one I didn't because I paid for the signature edition. I didn't get the difference back ever.
Wow.
Sam Gist wants a rooted 1/6 Alf. That seems like
That's cool.
I
Yeah.
don't think that would look right, but
Hey, someone will do it
They
one
did it
day.
back in the day, right? It wasn't 1/6.
yeah, but it's a lot bigger.
I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's somebody's got to do it.
All right, guys. Moving on, we have Flash Gordon, the 1980s version. King features deluxe Flash Gordon Wood Beast Challenge 7-inch figure. This is also con exclusive for $70, guys. Due
That's
out
what I'm
in
talking about.
August. Like, let me. I'm
70
just gonna,
bucks
We'll go back, but look, this is not $70.
for a thing
7-inch
with
figure.
two
This is
buttholes in it.
a little over half the size, whatever this thing is, like the tree stump or whatever. And then you got the little like mechanic spider guy, two heads, two extra head sculpts, I should say, extra pair of hands, and then the sword and the whip.
Okay, I see why they're asking 70, but I think it's still overpriced for this hunk of plastic on the left.
I mean, the Flash Gordon stuff is just not good.
It's probably
just me,
accurate to the
Whoa.
show. I've never seen it.
Well,
but
it's okay. First of all, Badfish.
there's
This is
like
from a
no
movie.
paint to this.
This is a hilarious movie that you need to make space for in your life. It's
Forget
this
the
is your
movie.
next
Look at
movie
the
you
price
need
of
to
this
do.
thing. God damn.
this is like, I mean, I don't know how like have you ever seen Ted? Like Seth,
Yep.
the like Seth
Oh, yes.
MacFarlane Ted.
They talk
Yeah,
about Flash
that's
Gordon.
he's in the movie.
He's
Okay,
in the movie.
yeah, if the references to this movie and Ted don't make you want to watch it, like, I mean, this is like
I
the
got the
funniest thing
chat.
about the funniest thing about this version of Flash Gordon is that the studio that had the rights to it at the time, Dino De Laurentiis, like what George Lucas tried to buy the rights to Flash Gordon, and the guys who had it wouldn't sell. So he went and made Star Wars, and these guys made this Flash Gordon movie that everybody has mostly forgot about, other than NECA. So, it's just funny how things work out. But it's a really enjoyable, goofy 80s movie that's like it's like a better version of the Dolph Lundgren He-Man movie. It's like that level of stupidity, but this is like a little bit more polished. It's good stuff.
I'll maybe
think
watch
there's
the
a-
movie one day, but yeah, this I just think that price is crazy. I guess you got 3 heads, you got a little spider thing. I just think it's a little reaching, but I'm also anti-NECA right now.
Oof.
Brought up
Man.
old
Again.
scars. Old wounds
Yeah.
have been re-scratched.
Well, maybe we'll bring you back, Badfish.
Fuck,
'cause we
man!
got some
After I know I
TMNT
saw this. I was looking at it.
TMNT Mirage comic turtle versions, first turtles, 40th
know what this
anniversary,
is?
7-inch scale, con exclusive, $70.
Do you know what these are?
These are the Mirage Comics turtles.
They're the original sketches that they each did, though. So like when
It's
they
not
were
even the
sitting in
first
their
comic.
basement,
Yeah.
it's not even in the comics. This
Is
is when they were sitting
Kevin
on their
Eastman
in their.
released some of those, didn't he? Like back, was it with? No,
There were
I'm
some
thinking of
unreleased
Last
ones
Ronin.
maybe at
I'm
one
thinking
point.
of Last Ronin.
But Last Ronin was the continuation, yeah, that they technically did together. But when it comes to this, they were sitting in their chairs or desks on the couch across from each other, and these are the sketches that they made. One of them mentioned it. I can't remember who said it first, but they said, "Oh, I'm gonna draw. Look at this. I drew a teenage mutant. I drew a ninja turtle." And then he's like, "Oh, let me draw mine," and he drew his other. That was his version.
And that's the brothers.
And these are the 2 versions that each of the original artists drew of the comics. And then they eventually settled on, which I wish I brought up for it, but those are the ones I'm almost more interested in, is the ones that are from the comics that have all the different colors.
Right.
I'll
Well, the
send it
original
to you
comics
maybe
they all had red.
Yes, but there's another one that's like classic sketch ones that they've had. They've added the blue and the red and the orange. I kind of want those, and they're sort of in this style because they obviously branched off of these drawings. But this is tempting just for the history. They go back on sale again tomorrow at noon Eastern.
Right.
But $70 a pop for 2 figures is a little pricey, but you get it's $35. Then you get a decent amount of accessories, but like I said, NECA just annoys me, so I don't like ordering from them directly. But I have ordered 2 things directly since they've screwed me over, but like on the signature. But this is really tempting just for the history's sake, because I'm
Yeah,
a
I mean, it
huge
looks
turtle
great.
fan. Sorry,
I
I went
hope
on
it
a
looks as
tangent.
cartoony sketch as they have it here. You know, with like these dark lines in their chests and stuff, like in their shells.
It is.
Like
Well,
I'm
I
looking
it
mean,
on
looks
NECA
yeah.
store.
so good.
Go on the NECA store, and they have some real blown up pictures. It's very, and I think some
Well,
of the cartoon lines on the ones, at least on the left, might even be like sculpted in, but I could be wrong.
yeah, but they've been doing this sort of cartoon, like Mirage Comics style series
They
for
do it
quite a
well,
while,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
So yeah, you'll get yeah. Yeah, if you want
All
a
right.
close up of them, Sean, check it out.
No, yeah, that's kind of where I pulled these from. I know what you're talking about. Some of them were those. So were the blown up ones the actual real, the
Looks
real
like it.
figures, or were those just renders?
They should be it, because these should be available at the con, right? They should be able to be if they're
I mean,
there.
this isn't a render. You could kind of tell, right? Like it has
It's
some
funny.
shadow to it.
I don't
Some
know
of the
if you can
feet
tell, but
aren't some of the feet aren't painted on the one.
the toes.
The toes
Yeah.
on the left aren't painted on
Are they in the other
this one
shot?
on the left. Yeah, see? They're not painted.
Hang
Oh,
on,
like the black line.
I'm
Yeah.
going back because
Anyways.
I did this off the NECA store. Hold on, I'm gonna look.
Yeah, this is it. It's just not as big as when you look at it here on our slides. But I guess it's actually pretty big. But it's definite. I would say these are the actual figures. They look like it to
Yeah,
me.
those are pretty close. All right, moving on. We have Dinosaurs Captain Impressive Earl Sinclair 7-inch figure, Con 2024 exclusive. This is also $40 due out this August. I really like this actually. Just kind of keep them with the con look, and I think that's like a looks like a badge pass right there.
It's a better price too. Some soft goods. It's a bigger
And
figure
and
too.
this original release is I think fully worth the price. I mean, he's a huge figure.
This is crazy looking, yeah. I remember this show. That's so funny. It's so
Yeah.
cool that someone's doing figures from it. That's all I'll say. And price, like I said, isn't bad.
Yeah, they're
And
maintaining
then
this cosplay theme for the exclusives. I don't know if they've been doing that for years or not, but I like that. I like that because it's like you're not gonna be hurting too bad if you miss it, but it's a fun line if you sort of hit all the exclusives and get them all in
well,
costume. That's pretty
I
cool.
feel like they did this in the show, the We Say So stuff.
Oh,
'Cause
I didn't even
see,
notice.
I kind of see it like when I was doing my research on it. I kind of saw it everywhere. So I don't know if this is necessarily um, like a con style, I guess, if you will. But
Well, they're doing an Alf in a superhero costume, yeah. But as the exclusive, I guess yeah, I can't remember the show well enough to if this, but I guess this design is so like the CI and like Times New Roman. Like if you were just designing it out of the box today, you wouldn't do that. That's got to
Well,
be some lineage there.
I think I still have mine, Sam, at my parents' basement, like the ones that they released that had like the soft or the hard head version, where they just were like posed in that like flexing pose. I think I still have those.
so Sam Giss asked for our audio listeners, does anyone remember the first Ninja Turtles you got as a kid? Mine was the original release Leonardo. If I remember correctly, my first ones were those original mean muggin ones. You know, they weren't quite green; they were more brown, right? And then soon after that, we got those Toon Turtles in, and I remember having those. And funny enough, the Toon Turtles were my first introduction into buying and selling. So I had just started like getting into the hardcore collecting outside of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and things like that. And I started looking on Craigslist for something to flip, just to like start the collection. And this guy had the Toon Turtles, the whole set, and they were I think it was called unpegged, so it had the little clip still in the package,
The
and I bought
sprue.
those. Yeah, and
Yeah, with the weapons
I
on.
well, no, I'm saying like the actual box, like the little
The
tab.
punch.
Yeah, the
It
Oh,
punch.
wasn't
It was
punched,
unpunched.
basically.
That's what it
okay.
was. It was unpunched, and I bought it from him, and I flipped it, and that kind of started my
Never been the same since.
never been the same since. I mean,
Yeah.
look at this shit.
Yeah. I had no first turtle because I've never had a turtle of any kind.
How dare you?
You know.
I at least
Get him
have
off the
one.
show.
I'm getting rid of the others, but I'm going to keep my Ronin.
I buy spaceman figures only. But yeah, that's a cool
That's fair.
Earl Sinclair.
Oh, have you seen that reel with the actual scientists like describing Star Wars?
No.
I don't remember if I sent it to you guys. I put it on the
probably
Patreon chat,
depressing.
though.
Sorry.
He's like, he was saying like lasers that can cut through other lasers, yet they can't block other lasers or something like that.
How dare you?
I'll send it and I'll send it
Yeah,
back.
definitely send it.
So this one is the Prey Ultimate Camo Reveal Feral Predator 7-inch scale. Another exclusive for $40, due out in August. I would. It's more and more and more, right? Like their list.
The effects are
of Predators go on.
cool. That's all
But
I'll say.
It's a good
That's
look
it.
on Predator, right? It's not your.
Is it okay? But listen, like they already. It's okay. I get it's an exclusive. Fine, it's not mass release, but like they already. Okay, so first of all,
That's
you
the
have
way to
the
do
plain.
it.
Yeah, the plain one's cooler than this. The one that's just covered in blood, that's cooler than this. This is your third tier option, and it just doesn't look. There's no way to make that sort of cloak effect in plastic. You know what I mean? It's like those hologram
Yeah,
figures.
make
They
it
just
look
look
good.
crazy.
I think
It's
it looks
white.
pretty good. I think it's
White, though,
actually.
it's
I
not-
think for
Yeah.
what they're going for, it's pretty good. Like the effects and the paint, the way it's transforming, like it's in transition there. I think
Look
it's
at that! Look
pretty
at that
good,
animal abuse.
But I definitely agree with
I know
you.
that wolf
Oh my
is
god.
insane.
It's definitely that's a toy, yeah. It's insane. It is insane. The fact though that actually honestly that's probably the reason to get some of this is the accessories. Like look at some of the guns and stuff and the weaponry on the left, and then the big bear trap, and then of course the wolf
You got
spine.
that
But-
classic like piratey gun.
I'm guessing that's the
flintlock.
I'm guessing that's the Predator 2 gun. The MacGuffin that like ties Prey into Predator 2. Yeah, it's the pirate pistol. That's
Yeah.
at the end of Predator 2, the Predator tosses Danny Glover like a pirate pistol, and it's the same one that's in Prey. We're missing
Oh,
a
okay.
sequel here. Yeah. Who
But
would
yeah,
have thought
this
they would
is-
bother
yeah.
tying Prey into 1991 Predator 2? Strange choice, but I think that's
have
the
to.
gun. Yeah.
So this next one we could kind of fly through.
Yeah.
This is the S.H.Figuarts retro glow in the dark Count Orlok 7-inch figure. Another exclusive for $30, a little bit cheaper. Due out in August, but he's gonna glow in the hands and the head, and he comes on those really basic cards that they've been doing for this
Nosferatu.
this
Interesting.
monster line.
Yeah,
I
man,
don't
this
know
is
if this would be the one that I'd pick, but
Well, I mean, it's a fun story because it's like basically they wanted to make it's like from a movie from the 20s where they wanted to make Dracula, but they didn't want to pay Bram Stoker's estate for the rights to the book. So there's like it's called Nosferatu. So it's basically the story of Dracula without the word Dracula. And it's probably the first like cinematic vampire. It's a cool design, but this is a little bit of a more cartoony reimagining.
Yep.
Giving the Universal Monsters treatment with the glow in the dark. Yeah.
So the last con exclusive we have is Alf for President t-shirt. This is going to be $35, due out in August. And it's fun. It's cool. I mean,
You
I
could
guess
do worse.
anybody who has what's it called? Some kind of like a printing app kind of thing, could sell it on their shop or whatever. But it's fun. I think it's kind of cool.
I like that you could do worse. There you go.
Yeah.
Man, speaks volumes right now.
I haven't. Has that happened yet? By the way, I haven't watched. I haven't looked for the
The
highlights yet.
debate's happening
Yeah.
now,
Right now.
so
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it's
Getting my
right now.
popcorn ready.
Oh, you should. All right, guys, show's over. We're gonna go and stream this. So this is not a con exclusive, or the last two are not, but these are really cool. I'm very tempted to look into these, but it's the TMNT Last Ronin Ultimate Flashback Michelangelo. I call him Michelangelo. 7-inch figure. It's available at your NECA retailers, so you'll be able to get this regular release. No dates or times or prices available just yet. And I want to also do the next one, TMNT Last Ronin Ultimate Donatello 7-inch. Same stats, no release times or prices just yet. But I think this looks awesome. Like, I have the Last Ronin, and I think this is still just new enough to not spoil anything. But if you know, you know.
Rip.
Yep. And this is the one I really like, the Donatello. I think this Donatello looks awesome. And what you're not seeing, okay, well, you can see it here, but he has the extra head sculpt without the helmet. He's gonna come with 6 extra pair of hands. He's got his like kendo kind of stick looking thing, and then he has a flag that goes with it. But I think these two figures look pretty awesome, and I was kind of done buying turtle stuff because I have the Ronin, and then I have some of the TMNT times monsters of the Universal monsters. I'm actually trying to get rid of those, but I really like both of these, and he has his nunchucks in there too.
The Last Ronin stuff is all really tempting, but I haven't gotten any of it. But it has been really tempting to get some of it. Maybe I'll one day like pick one up on the secondary market or something, some of the older ones, but if they haven't gone up too crazy in price or something, or if I can get them like loose with everything
Like,
still in the
if I
accessories, but
if
I
I
don't know.
went to if I went to Target and I walked into their NECA section and I saw these, it would not be the first thing I pick up. I'd look at them and be like, top 2 choice maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure I can
weird.
find
I don't.
anything else.
Badfish. I don't know if we have like a brick and mortar NECA retailer anymore. Like I feel like Toys R Us loaded up on NECA stuff like 2 years ago, and then like hasn't got anything new since, and that
I don't
stuff's
know.
still like lingering.
I see them at GameStop here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
I've seen the exclusive ones that were, what were the ones like that they did for Holothon.
Mhm.
I saw the exclusive Splinter and all that stuff.
Okay.
But it was like fucking $45-$50 or something like that. So I was like,
Right.
nah, no thanks. And I'm not collecting any of those Eastman and Laird comics technically. If I'm not gonna get a Splinter if I don't have the turtles, which I'm, like I said, I may eventually
Right.
get those turtles. But even then, I don't think even then I'd want to necessarily need the Splinter from it.
It's funny you say that, because that's kind of how I felt with the ones that they did with the Power Rangers. It was the crossover with the Turtles and Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to get the Splinter if I didn't have the Turtle
Yeah,
Power
why
Rangers.
bother? Yeah. And even then, it's like, when it comes down to it, that's where it's, especially with something like that, I don't need to go that far outside my realm. With
Right.
the Last Ronin, I feel like I'm just outside, as cool as I've only read the first like 30 pages of the book, and I've never gone back to it because I've been I'm so busy sometimes, and mostly at night when I sit down to bed, I wouldn't be awake enough to read this, so I need to read this during the day sometime. But maybe I'll regret it. I'll finish and be like, fuck, I should have bought all those. But it's just outside my realm of where I
I went
don't
on
think
the
I need to dip in.
I went on the hype train with it, and I bought the entire series just to sell it because it was very lucrative. It was very like, oh crap, this is actually happening. You know, this story was like tens of years in the making, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had some of the variants and stuff like that, and I just I realized what it was, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it for what it's worth. I think the whole set was worth like $100 or something like that, but you had in on it maybe like 30 or something like that.
I
Because
figure they may have.
they're the big magazines too, you know, so
Yeah,
magazine
yeah.
style.
I got the hard book with all the comics eventually, but yeah, honestly, the figures, if these are too expensive to buy, I'll like wait till they redo them if I really want them. Like especially like just the last Ronin, I'd be happy with just him, like maybe with the armor version as that representation. But I also have the '90s Turtles. That's more nostalgic to me. I have those on my shelf already. So
Well, guys, we are pretty well into the show. Thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for joining us. Shout out to the chat. You guys are. We're here. We're here. Let's get some talking going. I'd like to know personally. We were talking earlier in the show. What are your plans for the summer? Like, do y'all got any kind of crazy trips going or whatever? Drop them down in the chat, and I'd like to know where you're heading this summer. But moving on, we do have some Marvel Legends. I don't particularly like most of them, but they are very interesting. So this is going to be the Strange Tales Black Heart Build-A-Figure wave. They're going to be $25.99 each, and it's due out this November. And I'm going to go through... Let me go out through the list real quick, and then I'm going to kind of get into my rant on this. So you have Weapons of Vengeance Wolverine. You have Bloodstorm Storm, is what they're calling it. Bloodstorm Storm. Moon Knight from West Coast Avengers. Dracula, Brother Voodoo, New Body. Lilith, Damien Hellstorm, which he's actually pretty cool, and Black Heart, which is the Build-A-Figure who is the son of Mephisto, okay? And I think this Wolverine here looks awesome. Like, it's a really cool take on him. Cool to have another Wolverine. Same poses, cool effects. It's there. The non-Build-A-Figure holding figure, right? So this one's not going to have the Build-A-Figure piece. Box, we're getting back to the regular boxes. Everyone was kind of hated the non-window boxes and how they were packaging them. You can kind of tell how it looks slightly smaller. Like, well, I guess it's a different shape, but you can kind of see where things are a little bit more compact. But again, this isn't going to have the Build-A-Figure, just the claws, right? This, again, these are $25.99. This is Bloodstorm. Okay. And all she's going to come with is an extra head sculpt and some hands. She has the main body of Bloodstorm, right? But as figures go, she's just plain. And I hate it. You're going to pay $25 for this. You might as well have just packaged the Build-A-Figure piece by itself and sold that for $25. I don't know, but what do you guys think?
I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling that sentiment. I think this is this is just a fine costume design for Storm that does not bother me. And look at that demonic torso it comes with for $25.
people would have
I don't.
raged if they sold just the Build-A-Figure.
Oh my God. Yes, I would agree with that. But I mean, I just feel like you're not getting anything but the Build-A-Figure here.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, there are some interesting, like you said, designs here, but yeah, Marvel Legends, those waves, Build-A-Figure waves especially, you're gonna get some trash for sure. You're gonna get some stuff you really don't care about.
We got some more
What
trash
type of
coming.
accessory? But what would you want with Storm? Like, have they given her like hand lightning effects in the past for Legends? Like, I don't know.
So I feel like a lot of times you see Storm with like the yellow lightning effects. On this one, they show her with like white lightning effects. That would have been kind of cool to give her like a hand that has like a shocking hand or something like that. But no, you get two hands where it looks like she's about to shock. This one's pretty cool though. This is the Moon Knight from West Coast Avengers. He has
Dabbing
the
on
head.
ya.
He has all the accessories. He's got his staff, the moon accessories. I forget what they're called, and then I forget what this one too.
Moonerings.
Yeah, the moon rings. And
He's
then the
dabbing on us in
Predator
the
head.
first picture. Look, go back.
Hold on, what's it? I need to grab this.
Is this a normal head for Moon Knight? Am
Ankh,
I
right? It's
ignorant?
called an Ankh. I think that's what it's called.
Ankh, I think.
Ankh.
Something like that.
Yeah, Ankh.
Look at that. Dab.
Yep.
Oh, the color.
You gotta make sure I can do that.
I like
Yeah.
the cape. The cape though is what, plastic though,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be tough.
The contrast with the black and the white kind of look cool too. Kind of looks.
I like
fading
that.
into
Yeah.
it.
Too bad it's sculpted.
And you can see here how packed that is too. Like I think they might have slightly figured out the boxing issue.
It is interesting. They've like totally changed it again. Isn't this the
Yeah.
dude that came with Venom? This next guy?
No, so this is
Oh, okay.
Dracula.
Oh, never mind.
This is
Sorry, Dracula.
You can tell because Dracula has red blood-looking armor, just like in the movie that Coppola did. You know, this is a righteous Dracula, man. It's cool.
So you'll get the sword, a couple of hands, the arm, and another hand to the Build-A-Figure, and an extra Dracula head. And then this is Brother Voodoo. The new body looks
That's
cool,
Spawn?
right? And he has the Build-A-Figure piece, 4 extra hands, and his staff has some
Staff's
pretty cool
cool.
effects and
Yeah.
the typical spellcaster effects for any of our spellcaster Avengers.
I
or
like the
Marvel.
skulls on his belt.
on his
too.
waist. Yeah, that looks really cool.
It's a cooler figure for sure.
Hmm.
Like the like face paint on him.
So this is the
hell?
one. This is the one I want to go to town on. I think this is horrible. If we had this in Hot Knot, I don't think I put it in Hot Knot. Well, I put the whole wave in Hot or Not. But this is horrible, and this is what I want to talk about. So most of these characters that we've gone through have capes. He has a cape. He has a cape, right? He has a cape. And then, of course, we had the Wolverine before that, right? In none of these pictures with all the accessories do they show the cape separately as an accessory, except for her. Don't show me a cape that attaches to a figure and then take
like-
it off and show me that it's an accessory.
It's like showing the boots with Hot Toys is like the zoom in. I hate that they do that. It's like, okay.
God.
Yeah, this
This
lame.
is exactly like Wolverine with no Build-A-Figure. This is
Yeah,
what
I
that
think.
is.
Well, I see what you're saying. I think what bothers me, like, it's a compounding thing here because, like, this is one of those figures that has like a super generic torso and it's all just
Mhm.
print on it, and like just the purple and like the mesh print just looks so 2D
Mesh
to
is
me.
weird, yeah.
Yeah,
But could you have looked past that if it had some kind of effect piece or some kind of accessory piece?
It's definitely the cape.
For
Putting the cape
$25.99.
is crazy. Putting the cape there is crazy, but yeah. It's definitely not something I would be interested in.
I mean, if I had to give this
Yeah.
anything, I think her hair, I guess, is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Translucent. That's kind of cool. But
Oh yeah,
guys,
yeah.
$25, not even $26. $26. And this is what you're putting out.
How many
The
figures
most
do you need
generic-
to finish it? Go to the. Is the next screen have the box?
Yeah.
So it's how many figures?
It's
6 figures.
7 figures. 6 have a Build-A-Figure.
But
piece.
Wolverine doesn't.
Wolverine does not.
So it's $150 for tax. than with just those. But go ahead. Sorry.
So the next one we have is Damien Hellstorm. It's cool. He has the Hellstorm tattoo on his chest. He has one of the legs of the Build-A-Figure, his trident staff, and 2 extra fisted hands. Other than that, very basic.
Yeah, very basic. Again.
And does not fill up the box very well either. And then you get Blackheart. So this is supposed to be the son of Mephisto. People were pretty hyped, and actually, I'm putting a lot of crap on this wave, but a lot of people are kind of hyped for it because it is filling out some of the teams that have been released like here or there. So it's completing them, or like they're only one figure off.
And Hasbro's gotta love when Marvel makes a character like this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to paint this thing at all.
I think it has red eyes.
Yeah, but you know,
That's it.
Like the rest of it. But it's cool though, the sculpts and molds and stuff that they're. Oh, there's some purple
You get
there.
some purple in the hair.
But yeah, the sculpt and mold is cool. But yeah, I don't even know what this thing was. I thought it was from like you say, Alien or Predator or what's that other one? Independence Day. You know,
Looking a little top heavy with that hairstyle. Yeah, I don't know.
we'll see. Yeah. It looks alright though. But yeah, I don't know this character, so I don't have the hype for it. Real quick, you didn't for Marvel Legends. We should talk about it next time. Did you see that Odin?
Oh,
Everyone was bitching
Odin.
about the price.
What was the price? I forgot about Odin.
$60.
Oh my, yeah.
So everyone was bitching about the price because apparently they said that they would have deluxes were $40 regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the blob was 55, and everyone was complaining about the blob being 55. But they said it's a rare occurrence that they'll not that they said they'll never do it again, or maybe they said something along those lines. And
yes, I see it here.
And basically, people are pissed that it's now reaching $60 again when they said that was a once in a blue moon occurrence. Now maybe this is another blue moon, but
hold on 1 second.
He comes with a lot of cool shit if you want to add him. Yeah, like he comes with, it looks like some cool accessories, but
yeah, I thought he came with quite a bit.
So
I watched part
put
of
in
the
perspective
stream
as well
for
though.
him.
For Canadian buyers, that's going to be I think at least $80. $82. That's probably going to be $85 for if you go to GameStop and get this at Canadian collecting places, it's probably going to be $85 because they're at least paying to get it there, right?
I mean, that's a lot of accessories though.
It's cool. It's cool, but yeah, for me, you're almost paying $100 for a fucking Marvel Legends. That's insanity. The paint apps, really cool. Like you said, really awesome accessories. But I do think, I don't know about you, for 60 American, like what you're reaching into there, I feel like
I
almost
don't need an
with
Odin
tax,
that bad,
that's
though.
going to be $100 almost Canadian, which is insane to me.
Like, I feel like if it was even Thor, like there's those Thor fans out there, there's hardcore Thor fans, and there's those Odin fans who just need the Odin, right? Because they're Thor fans. But I just see a lot of the Marvel Legends guys getting this just because he's out and it's something to get.
It's fucking cool.
You
Like,
go to
look
the
at
shops,
the armor.
or you go to like Target, Walmart, you got stuff from like January still on the shelves. You know, you still got some of the those carded Spider-Man No Way Home figures still on the shelves. And
I'm comparing it to some of the other deluxes, it does come with a lot more, I feel like the Venom Deluxe, if that was $40, he came with a pair of hands, I think.
that's right.
So I mean, I see the Toxin I think was similar. So I can see maybe, but
That's a lot of stuff for this though.
so I could see being maybe if I was paying American dollars, maybe I'd pay 60 American, but again, you guys also get more for $60 than I do.
Sure.
Like again,
You know-
$80 to $90 for this Canadian. If I was a Marvel Legends collector, I'd be saying F you. This is BS.
Yeah, and I just hate when they take a hat that's meant to sit on the figure's head and then try and list it as a separate accessory in a shot like this. You know, it really just grinds my gears. You know,
So it's what I'm
it's
saying
like,
with the cape.
well, I mean, he's
Cape A.
all his other pictures got the hat on. I don't know,
This is kind
except
of
for
an
this one.
alternate sculpt almost on the hat. You have to take the hair off.
Okay, he doesn't have it on that one. Does he have two different hats? Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. Okay. Yeah, I guess you
He's
got to
that
show him
one
then
and
if he's
that
got
one.
two different hats.
But the paint apps and stuff in that, really cool and stuff. So I don't know. If I was a Marvel Legends collector, or a Thor collector, I am sort of a Marvel Legends collector, not really anymore. But I don't know. That price is steep. So you'd buy it though. What do you think? You think you're gonna get it? I think you're thinking about it. Hold on. Don't say
Thinking,
anything.
But I'm not gonna
Don't
do it.
say anything.
No.
Let me find it. I have the perfect clip. There it is.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Exactly. Maybe
That's
fuck
what Sean
yourself,
said.
man. No, it's tempting. Like the way I look at it is like I don't need an Odin, right? The Thor that I do need is right here because it fits with the
Okay, here you go.
it fits with the Galactus, right? A Herald of Galactus. As a figure, big like honking figure, right? It's really cool, right? So it'd be cool to have just like this big brute Odin on you, you know? Shut up, Moving
He's gonna
on.
get it.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. Screw that. Moving
see.
on. No, for what'd you say it was? 80, right? That's what we said it was.
Canadian.
For Odin, 60. 80
60.
Canadian,
No,
which
I'm
is
not spending
it's
60
probably
bucks on that.
85 Canadian. So
I can buy one of those Cayman Riders for that.
yeah, so I don't know.
Way cooler.
We'll see.
Anyway, moving on to Mythic Legions, all we have here is an update on your timeline if you have not pre-ordered this set, the Ashes of Agenbendor. I don't know. This is going to be final pre-order date of Sunday, June 30th, ending time 11 p.m. Eastern time. So the prices on these range from 37 to 75 or all in at $420. And you guys, when y'all were covering it, I mean, I think y'all said enough on this. I mean, it's a cool set. Some of these guys with like the wings are kind of cool. You get the goblins, the 2-pack. If anything, I might jump on this guy. The
He's cool, yeah.
what is it called?
Centaur.
A centaur, right? Because I have the other centaur right here, so it'd be cool to have like an evil centaur.
That chick on the blue chick, and then the cat guy, because the cat one came with like other rogue options, I think.
Yep.
Ah, man, they're really tempting. The knights are
But
cool,
she
but
seems like a reprint. I can't remember, but
that's why I'm
either
kind
the
of like,
previous wave or the Cosmic Legions wave has a
Yeah.
girl that looks just like that.
I'm not as interested on her just because I just think she looks cool, but I feel like you said, we've seen versions of her. We'll see more versions of her. I'm sure we'll even see more of this. Sure, we'll see more of this cat guy, but I don't know. The cat dude is really cool to me with like with the on their the options he comes with because I love rogue shit right now with my D&D
Right.
D&D stuff. So
But yeah, that centaur is kind of on the radar. I might go for that, but only till Sunday. So, okay. So we have one WWE Elite figure, but technically it is a Mattel's creation, I guess exclusive, if you will. You could only get it off of Mattel Creations. So this is going to be the WWE Elite Edition Shawn Michaels figure for $45. It launches, so it's not available yet. It launches on July 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And when I first started watching wrestling and I kind of went back to some of the older stuff, this is the Shawn Michaels I know. I am really considering buying this. So this is where he was coming down from the rafters. So that's what that piece is.
That
there,
is
where
such a strange accessory.
it really is. And
What
all
the?
it is
What, does
a-
it work? That's the question.
Oh, that's
Can you put a
interesting.
string in there? And because
I-
why give it to you otherwise?
I started following this WWE Elites guy on YouTube, and he created a wrestling ring with the fans and everything, right? Some of it's like cardboard
Shit.
fans.
Are these pants like? Oh no, they're sculpted, right?
They're sculpted.
Okay, they look like soft good plastic for a second.
So
This is Heartbreak Kid, or
I
what is
wonder
it?
if he can. I wonder if he can do that. Make it look like he's actually coming down. That would be an interesting.
They give you
project for him.
sometimes WWE gives you some functional accessories like this, which is
Let me see if I
which
can
is
find
always
them.
fun. But the outfit is crazy. The fact they're pulling this off is absolutely, I can't believe they're even doing it. Like, what was this version called? Was it
Wrestling
Sexy Boy
Maniacs
or
only.
Heartbreak Kid?
Well, technically, this would be the Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah, it was the Sexy Boy was the song he came out to,
Yeah,
right?
Sexy Boy's the song.
Yeah.
But
That
so he
shit's
comes with quite a
amazing.
bit. Oh, look, actually, they might be cloth goods. That,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something going
pants.
on there. Because they go, I was saying, the pants in the other scene or shot where he's kneeling down are completely different. Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, what is going
That is.
there? Yeah, let me see. It's like printed on. I'm telling you, WWE does some cool stuff with their figures. That's
a
why.
cool catch. And then you got
I'll
the ponytails.
Oh,
you
yeah, the
got
different ponytails. That's
You got the arms without the armor on it. You got
the smirk,
what do you call it? Like a slide or like a bungee or
a zip
whatever.
line.
Yeah.
Zip line. And you got 2 extra head sculpts with 2 extra hands.
I like the
with
smirking
gloves.
sculpt a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, and this is the pose you put him in. Look, that's all you
Yeah.
need
Oh
right
yeah.
there. That's the-
Absolutely. Yeah.
You don't. He's not wrestling. He's not.
They
doing
have to
anything,
show
he's
that
doing
that
this.
pose works. Yeah.
But
I remember doing so many people doing that on the playground,
yeah.
like in elementary school, trying to be
Wow.
Shawn Michaels.
Repressed memories coming back. Yeah.
Good
Great.
stuff.
But anyway, there's a YouTuber who's built an arena. I wonder if he would add that, like with them sliding down. If you can do that in the somewhere
That's
within
cool.
this, maybe like Dremel out a little line in there or something.
I thought it was a football.
Oh, they should have
first.
made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should
Okay.
have given you a little string.
So the rest of these are Mattel Creations, San Diego Comic Con. The Shawn Michaels was also a San Diego Comic Con exclusive for Mattel Creations. But the first thing we have is the Street Sharks Ripster, a Shark Among Us figure, $40, launches on the 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And this looks really cool. I mean, it would make me want to hold off on the regular release, but the regular release you also get a cage for the shark too. So
Does this come with the same soft goods cape or like cape?
the jacket,
Jacket?
I don't know if he has the jacket on that
Huh.
on the original release.
The
So he has
box
to-
is cool.
He has a jacket. He has what looks like a pull stick, glasses, and some kind of fire effect. I don't remember this in the show. So
Shit, I don't remember anything from that show.
does
I
not
would-
I only
look like
remember
a
the
jacket.
toys. I don't even remember the show at all.
Really?
I remember watching.
I'll
the
have to
show
bring my Ripster out.
vaguely.
I have the original Ripster. I'll have to bring him out on the next show.
Oh yeah, no, like I remember the toys. I do not. The show was like, as far as I'm concerned, it was a commercial for the toys. I don't remember any content from it
Prom-
per se.
I watched. Yeah, I don't think I watched it religiously or anything. I was on Ghostbusters and TMNT, like the Ghostbusters
Mm-hmm.
cartoon. That was. I love that animated show.
You know what? My son's been asking. He was like, "Daddy, let's watch Ghostbusters." I'm like, "We tried to watch Ghostbusters. It was like the real
The
life
real
version,
Ghostbusters.
right?"
Oh, the real
You
life.
He stopped watching it during all the other scenes. I was like, "Well, I don't want to sit here and watch it while you're not."
It's
you
so
know.
funny. The
It is
cartoon is called The Real Ghostbusters too. It's like, god damn it. That I got those recently on DVD, so like the whole season, so I want to watch them one day. But
So-
maybe I'll watch them with my kid one day.
Ripster is not limited, but the rest of these are going to be limited. And this
Ripster.
next one, guys, I think might be right up your alley. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But it is. Oh, and this is the sleeve packaging for it.
Cool.
The next one is a Hot Wheels Star Wars Starship Select Royal Naboo Starship for $30. This launches on the 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific, limited to 2.
Wait,
So
what?
What do you
Oh,
guys...
only
limits
buy
2
2.
per house. Okay, I was
Yeah.
2 total. I was like, what?
No.
Should be
limited
that.
Oh, he's going in hard.
So here's the box.
Why such a big box? Is it just the ship? Right?
Like, is that a 3D Qui-Gon and Darth Maul, or is that just like a cardboard thing in front of the ship?
I think
don't
it's a
know.
cardboard thing in front
It
of the ship.
looks like almost a render that we're looking at, but yeah, it looks like cardboard or something on the plastic. Why such a
Yeah.
large box? That's what I don't get.
It might just be looking large and it's really like compact. Like
Maybe.
But if the
Like Hot
ship's in the
Wheels.
back there, it's not taking up much space. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty thin. I don't know.
It's cool,
This is-
but I won't be like chasing this or anything. This isn't
Yeah,
my
it's probably
favorite ship
chrome.
by any means. Yeah, it looks chromed out.
Yeah. It's a good ship, but I already have the big version of it.
So you just got that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
and,
that's an easy pass, yeah.
not just that, but like I would rather have like a Micro Galaxy Squadron one. This probably be a lot better. This is like these, like the Hot Wheels. I feel like the demand for a lot of these, like Hot Wheels had a line called Car Ships. Get it? That went on for a long time, and this was like the like slightly higher class extension of that line. But like I feel like Micro
Wait,
Galaxy
Carships,
Squadron.
Starships. Oh gosh.
Yeah, but no, but they were just like little diecast replicas of the ships. They weren't like those mutant monstrosities that are like Star Wars characters
yeah.
made into
I
cars.
might have some of those because I grabbed a bunch of random little mini Hot Wheel or whoever made them because they also had they were doing Black Series ones at the time too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That
Yeah.
kind of went bargain bin, but
yeah. Those little helmets and stuff. Yeah, but but Hot Wheels
I
like
have some.
had their ships. This is like a classier version of the Hot Wheels ships, but like I don't know, like they're always out of scale big time. Like I feel like Micro Galaxy Squadron just like demolished the demand for this sort of stuff, in my opinion.
these definitely disappear. I haven't seen anything like Hot Wheels size ships in a long time. Kind of after.
Oh
that
yeah, they
run you
stopped
were
bringing them
talking
in.
about, but
Well,
honestly, the Micro Galaxy, I was thinking the same thing. You took the words out.
I've
of
seen
my
the
mouth.
N1 for the Hot Wheels.
Okay.
I've passed on it a couple of times just because I want an N1, but like I want the Micro
Yeah.
Galaxy one, and I've not seen that one yet.
There you go. There's the demand there.
Well, they literally stopped the Hot Wheels like car ships. They stopped selling them in Canada like 2 or 3 years ago. Like there was a Razor Crest. A buddy sent me it from the States, but like the Razor Crest, I don't think ever showed up in Canada. And these are just like they're like $4 or $5 things, right? But yeah, I mean, anytime they're like, what I will give these guys credit for is that it's actually chrome. Hasbro doesn't do a whole lot of that anymore. And this ship basically should not exist if it's not chrome. So,
Yeah.
and I bet you if there was a Micro Galaxy Squadron one, it would be better scale, but it probably wouldn't be chrome, which would suck.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I definitely have some of those Hot Wheels ships. I see the
Yeah.
Razor Crest one, yeah, but I have some of the other ones. I have like.
Yeah, they're fun. They were fun,
TIE
but they're
fighters
all out
and-
of scale. They're all
Yeah,
the
they're
scale's
all
crazy.
over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the newer TIE Fighter looks cool, but anyways.
So moving on to the last Mattel Creations, this is the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Bubbles Up
What?
Jimmy
fuck?
Buffett figure. This is $30. Also,
What is happening?
launches on the 25th. Or I'm sorry, the 25th of July. Limit 3.
My God.
So this, I think
Someone
is
stop
really,
these people.
I really like this. So it's a 3.75-inch figure. It has a margarita glass light up and plays music when you turn it on the base. The figure is holding 2 drink glasses, includes the Lost Shaker accessory, and then a premium margarita blender packaging structure with custom artwork and animatronic whimpering blender, and
I mean,
the dinosaur makes sounds.
okay, if we can get a Jimmy Buffett Jurassic World
What
figure
is
wherein
going on?
wherein the base of the figure is a margarita glass,
This
can
is
we
insane.
for a PG movie, can we please just get figures with cigarettes and cigars and guns again? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, this is a children's
This is
film, okay?
this is Jurassic World, right?
Yeah,
It's called
he's
the
just
Jurassic World.
Is
Yeah,
he in
he just
that
has a-
movie or something?
he's
Isn't it
in one
part-
shot. He's in one shot running away from some
That's
dinosaurs.
right.
And that's why they're
right.
making this.
I remember
It's
that.
he's an extra basically, but
It's
he's
right
but
when
he's
all
when he's
hell breaks loose.
yeah, he's running
Oh my
away
God, you're
holding a
right.
green margarita
How would I know that's Jimmy Buffett? You're right.
because he's holding margaritas, and it became
And the
known
salt
that it was
shaker.
him. Yeah,
And he sings about losing his salt shaker.
yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But it's like, but they had a convention exclusive Spielberg figure last SDCC, I think.
I actually kind of wish I would have got that one.
Yeah. They're just continuing that, but I mean, it goes from Spielberg to Jimmy Buffett's cameo.
Yeah,
I
no
guess.
thanks. See, I like having like actor, like you could see over my shoulder here maybe, but over here I've got the what's his name, Lucas in the Stormtrooper outfit. So I like
Well, that's
having
actually-
those sorts
that's
of
good.
things. I have the Stan Lee holding the
Okay.
cap shield. I like.
We're talking
that
about
one just 'cause
Spielberg-
I like to have like
Spielberg,
the
Lucas-
creators kind of, right?
Yeah, these you're
Filoni,
talking about
right?
God tier.
That's
no,
why I would like
no,
to have
you're-
the Spielberg one. Yeah,
No,
but the
Filoni.
look at the cardboard is a margar. Oh my god!
It's a mixer or whatever, yeah, or pitcher.
You're gonna
I mean-
destroy that if you take it out, unless they have a way to take it out at the top. But
It's just
why you
weird
bet too.
though.
let's hope Marco doesn't get this dented.
Yeah, it's further evidence. like I was saying on the Patreon chat, Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3 are real movies. The Jurassic Worlds are not real movies. This is a
Wait,
perfect example.
Was that post 2012?
all the Jurassic Worlds are post 2012. They're not real movies.
How interesting.
Dark timeline. All right.
Hey, I cried when that. Spoilers for some of the Jurassic World movies, the second one, I think. Spoilers for that one. When that Brachiosaurus was getting burnt alive by the volcano, that I cried. That shit
Yeah, it was
sad.
CG.
Yeah.
Didn't
Or I
look
got
that
a
was
tear
it,
to a tear to my eye. There was a tear in my
Land
eye.
Before Time. That's brings back those memories.
I
That's
don't know,
real
it was
emotion.
sad. It was sad.
That was a sad time in our childhood, right there.
That's true too. That was also
the
sad.
Land Before Time, where, yeah,
That's
no need to
that,
talk about it. If you know, you know.
Honestly though, I'm so that was how much? $30 for Jimmy Buffett for the 3.75.
Yep.
All right.
Those figures don't look good. They don't even have face printing. They just look blurry nonsense. The Spielberg looked terrible. Look it up. Look up that Spielberg from last year. It looks terrible. Blocky, crappy 3.75 figures. Get out of here.
And that's $30 versus your Marvel Legends 25.
it's
I hate
half.
to
Yeah,
see
it's 3.75 and no face printing. It should be cheap.
Anyways,
Okay, so Hasbro
it's pretty cool
announced,
to be honest.
Hasbro announced their Black Series Darth Maul and Sith Speeder San Diego Comic-Con exclusive on
Ooh.
IGN today.
double
$60
dipping hard.
due out this summer. Limited quantities will be available after the con on Hasbro Pulse. Otherwise, attendees can request a time slot to purchase Hasbro products at the Hasbro booth, number 3002. Oh, let me say it like this: 3213 at the Hasbro Pulse toy store through the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive portal.
Okay,
So you're gonna have to
I'd
jump
rather.
through some hoops on this one.
Yeah, I'd rather get this than I'm guessing it's the same Darth Maul new one that came with. Whoa, look at that!
The
That looks like
packaging I was gonna mention, yeah.
that looks like one of those like the weird Hasbro 12-inch stuff from like the early 2000s. That box looks crazy.
Yep.
But I'm guessing it's the same Darth Maul from the 3-pack with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. That was like
That's what
all
I'm
new.
trying to find right now. I'm looking for that right now. That's
I'd
what I
rather
was
get
saying, man.
this.
They're double dipping already. This is
Yeah,
cool
but
though that it comes with the speeder.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also I'm sick of Disney erasing the good names of our Star Wars vehicles, okay? This vehicle is called the Bloodfin. I don't know why he keeps calling it Sith Speeder on Hot Toys and on Black Series. It's called the Bloodfin. Never forget.
So this is on Hasbro, Pulse.com after the convention. Is that what I'm reading
Yeah.
right here?
Yes, after the convention.
Okay.
Good luck to
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
interesting.
Yeah. Good luck, right?
I don't think I'd even put the stress on myself. Yeah, if anything, I'd rather go for those turtles. If I'm gonna, I haven't picked up like exclusives from anything SDCC in a few years because I
I've
haven't
never
been
done it.
tempted.
I'm actually interested in a few of them this year.
I've done it. I used to chase them. Like I used to
Margaritaville
chase
one
the
being one of
6-inch. Honestly, I don't think you'll have trouble getting it, but I could be wrong. But these I haven't chased SDCC exclusives in a while, and just because there haven't been very good ones, and it's in my opinion, and they're not worth the money that they're asking
Yeah.
for a lot of the time at that point. So and I have lost the hype train that has when I was on all the Black Series and I wanted.
Yeah. And
all
how
that
hard
stuff,
would it have
so.
been they should have just given you 3 probe droids. That would look so much nicer, with the bike with him
Yeah,
riding the
yeah.
bike.
Yeah.
How much that's 5 cents of plastic. Let's go.
Yeah, let me
So
see.
his lightsaber does come apart too. So right down the center there, he could have 2 separate blades. I did see that in one of the pictures as well.
Okay. Well, then I'm guessing it is the same as the 3-pack because
Yeah,
his
just
lightsaber does not break in half on Tatooine,
it
technically.
does not.
So, all right.
And technically, you can't even say broken in half, right? Because it got
This is
sliced.
bugging
in
me.
half.
I can't
Yeah.
find this freaking thing on Toy Arc.
Really? It's in the show sheet. I have the link for it.
The 3-pack.
Oh, that 3-pack.
Here it is. Yeah, I think you're right. It looks like the same soft goods.
Oh, has he got binoculars on this one? That's cool.
Yep.
Go back a picture.
I didn't see that. Yeah, the binoculars aren't in this shot. But yeah, that's fun.
I'm just curious if the underskirt there might be soft goods and the one in the 3-pack isn't, but I'm trying to find it. I'll let you know. Continue.
All right. So, and the last thing we have for hyperspace highlights is the Star Wars Black Series, the Stranger electronic helmet. This is going to be $100, due out fall next year. Without knowing anything about this helmet, I think it looks really, really cool. It's electric. It has some kind of electric effects and sounds and things like a lot of these helmets do. But Chris, enlighten me. Tell me what this is about.
Soft goods are not on the other one. Sorry, on the underskirt.
Yeah, this guy's the Dark Jedi of the month. The helmet's cooler than the character, in my opinion. I'm not an Acolyte hater, but everybody's really singing the praises of this last episode 5, and like, yeah, I guess it's got some good action, and this guy finally gets to get his saber out and play around with some Jedi, and there's some fun scenes in there. But does it reach the iconic levels of a Boba Fett, Stormtrooper, or Darth Vader helmet? Absolutely not. I would rank it slightly higher than a Poe Dameron X-wing helmet, in which case it's probably not going to make its way into my collection. But it's a fun design. It's cool. It's kind of more menacing than Kylo Ren's helmet.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that one yet. But when I do, we'll see. But I don't know. I feel like in 5 years, no one's gonna care about this helmet, so I think it's a
Right?
pass for me.
Yeah. This doesn't
I
have
think it's a
standing
pass.
power.
Yeah, it's interesting looking, but it doesn't scream Star Wars to me though.
And it
Um,
really doesn't look brown like this in the show. Like in the show, if you told me it's black on the show, I would believe it. It just you never see it in lighting like this.
that's okay.
Yeah.
If it's like,
I'm sure it's accurate. It's just lighting on the show, the way they light
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
it never looks like this.
It definitely
Yeah.
reminds me actually to back a little bit of like Kylo's or Vader's, but more Kylo's, I
Yeah.
guess. But I doesn't look very Star Wars to me. It looks almost like more horror kind of mask. But it maybe at the end of the Acolyte we love it and we'll all want it. But yeah, for now this is a pass for me.
Oh, you're muted, Sean. But yeah, this is Disney era nonsense. So what can you do? But watch the Acolyte because it's better than Ahsoka and better than Book of Boba Fett and better than Kenobi. So
Really?
check it out.
I would say
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it more than Ahsoka, but I'm a Rebels. I have Rebels bias. So.
I
I'm a
mean,
huge Rebels
let's
fan.
fine. You have to say that because I mean,
Look at them back
you
there.
got the
Look at
ghost
the
coming.
Rebels back there.
Yeah.
See them?
Yeah. No,
There's
fair
Chopper
enough. No,
Chopper's waving. You can't tell, but he is.
All right, guys.
fair enough.
I'm gonna throw a number at you.
7.
6,154.
That's how
I know what
many
that is.
cantinas have sold,
Yeah.
or what?
That
Okay.
is how many
Our cantina
cantinas
numbers,
have
yeah.
sold of the 800 or 8,000 target. So y'all went in on this slash show, and I have a couple questions. One, so there's the new buying tier. So all 8,000 has to be purchased for either of the tiers. Is
Yeah,
that
it doesn't
true?
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They've calculated that the enough of the base tier. If nobody bought a deluxe, they'd be fine. Apparently.
And then what's the difference? Tell me what the difference is between these.
Basically, the difference is you get 3 additional modular. I took it out of the pictures, some of them, but you get 3 more booth sections. So keep going. Keep going. That's good. So there it is. So the basic version is only the left side. The bonus one gives you the right side. The 3 additional booths, and then 5 additional short stools, 2 single seat chairs, 4 additional seat benches, 6 round tables, 20 more cups, and some unique wall decor that is added on.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you
I
get
mean,
the extra
it's
because these
huge.
the walls on the right don't exist without the booths.
Right, but you can see why the base if it funds on the base version, it doesn't matter because it's really they're just giving you more of the same parts that they're already making basically. So, there's not a bunch of design
It's just additional
stuff.
decor. Is the
Yeah.
actually on the right, that's the additional decor. The little alligator head and the little skull. Those are the only
Yeah.
like unique pieces that you're seeing.
What's up, Asher? How's it going, man?
And they actually addressed. They must have watched our video, but they were talking. They posted a video on Hasbro on how to display this, because it was clearly a talking point in the community. How the heck do you display this thing? So they literally posted their own video on Hasbro's YouTube, how to display it. This is so like, I don't know, man. This is so cool, but it's $400 frickin' dollars at the base, and $500 for the deluxe. So
Yeah, I mean, the detail in like the bar set and stuff is legit.
it's pretty cool. I mean, but yeah, I don't know if I can.
When does it
can
close?
justify this? Very soon.
you
11
know?
days.
11 days
Oh,
and
yeah.
20 minutes.
Wow. Well, it's gonna make it
Very,
if
very
it's
soon.
6,000 out of 8,000, but yeah.
I don't think it'll hit
I'm-
all the stretch goals. Yeah, it might. I think it still will at least hit the 14,000, but the 17,000 will be pushing. But I think on the last day, at least 4,000 people are gonna buy it.
So tier 1 is 11,000, tier 2 is 14,000, and tier 3 is 17,000, and I'm guessing
Yep.
those are just extra figures.
Yep.
3 extra carded figures that will come out later as well, just on
Anyway,
different
which is
cards.
what we said with what we said that originally with the Rancor and with the Ghost, right?
Yeah, there's some others
Yeah.
like that.
But the nice thing is that those figures, even if it doesn't hit those tiers, those figures will probably come out because they've already done most of the work. It'll just be on a different card back. So even if it doesn't hit that tier, you're probably getting those guys down the road to
That
fill
reminds
out your
me,
cantina.
Amazon canceled my damn chopper. You said it's coming out on another card though.
Yeah, I think it's the
The
mural. The
mural.
mural.
Ah,
Yeah,
sons of bitches.
it's close. It's very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, but
This
if I
thing
only
is,
ordered one of the mural ones, now I gotta check.
This thing is cool, but I'm
Why-
not
Sean, you
that
mean you're
big
not
into
getting
it.
this?
Regular one.
Definitely not. Shoot, I'm probably
Have
gonna get
you-
murdered with the things I want to get.
I think you said you're getting it, right, Chris? You've already decided you're at least getting the base.
I think yeah. It's a tough call.
11
I
days
I
isn't
feel like
long.
you should probably just do the full thing if you're gonna bother at all, right? Like, cause like if you're gonna like flip it down the road if you never set it up, like you probably want to have the whole thing. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got 2
know.
of the choppers, but still,
You don't think this will hit down the line though, or
I don't wanna open
You don't want to. You just like
what's the
you're just
alternative?
imagining
Y'all
the
had an
art
alternative,
box.
didn't y'all?
There's not really an alternative. This is so much better than any version of this that has ever come out. And
That's
like
the thing. It's
the
like,
Tonica
when are you gonna
sisters.
see this again?
Oh man,
It's
You're not.
They don't do
It took
play sets
it
like
took
this
40
really.
it took 45 years for it to come out the first time. You're not seeing it again. Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
that's the problem. It's really cool. If I do get it, there's no way I can justify the deluxe. But it really fucking grinds my gears that you have to pay the full amount up front.
Yeah.
It's
And then wait
fucking-
like
they
a
still
year.
have my more than that probably. They
Yeah.
still have my money for the ghost, and then they want the money for this too. It's like, fuck you. It's kind of
Let's
annoying.
see, when's the
It's like, I don't know.
Was the Ghost delayed or like is that
I'm not
supposed to be
sure.
out by now?
I'll check the initial release date when we like go on Toy Arc or something, but that doesn't bother me. It's just like more just the fact that you have to pay the full amount up front, which there's pluses and minuses to that. It's paid off, you just have to wait for it. But the minus
doesn't
is
have a
you
ship
have that
date?
money sitting on your freaking.
Doesn't this
It's
normally have
sitting
a
with
ship date?
Hasbro. Which one? Sorry.
the cantina?
Should. I mean, I'll check real quick here.
Do they even tell you that this early?
Says
Because it's not even
It's-
funded yet. So
July 8th.
They
is the
usually
last
give an
day.
estimated shipping date, like of when it will be shipping
Yeah.
by fall 2025.
Oh, okay, fall 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can check the
Where'd
ghost.
you see that at? Because I'm missing it somewhere.
I might have taken it out of the show sheet because
Ah,
I
okay.
copied and pasted certain things, but it's on the HasLab site. And then the ghost was shipping fall this year. So that's on not like late or anything. It's just the fact that, hey, here's another HasLab. That had 21,000 backers, by the way, to put into perspective. It is a ship, but
well, if Black Series fans would get their act together, maybe they could alternate HasLabs. But since they never fund any of theirs, it's just TVC after TVC. Man, what can you do?
I don't know. If they weren't charging you full price up front, maybe it wouldn't bug me as much that they have another one out before they release the last one. But you'd think at least release the last one before you announce the next one. But I think HasLabs happened too quickly now. They slowed down a little bit, but there was a period where, and even now, I still think they come very quickly. It's like,
Well,
Yeah.
even the rotations, right? I mean,
last
what
year was really fast. I
the
feel like
other one was did Giant Man? Did
Ant-Man.
that fold or not fold?
No, that funded.
It did.
Giant Man funded. We had a Transformers one last year. We had the PKE, the Ghostbusters with the trap box, and then we had the Assault Copter. And that
Yeah,
was
the ones
all, I
that
think,
didn't
last
fund.
year.
The ones that didn't fund are a great list. Life size Cookie Monster,
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
Ghost Rider car, and then
Let's see.
Reva's lightsaber, and then the Black Series Rancor. I think that's all the
But
ones that didn't fund.
Jabba Cell.
Also, three
no,
of
that's past
all of
ones.
those things I mentioned, except for the Transformer. So the Ghostbusters, the Giant Man, the Star Wars Ghost, and the G.I. Joe Assault Copter, all are shipping fall of 2024. Sorry, the Copter is summer 2024, but they're all shipping like almost around the same time. That tells you how many HasLabs all released at the same time.
The
basically.
HeroScape game did not fund.
No.
Reva's Saber. The Engine of Vengeance. Rancor.
And like, look how many HasLabs are there, right?
There's
Over many years, look how many they released. And then all of a sudden last year there's fucking 5. I don't know.
No, I'm saying Jabba's sale was 2019.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's like they released 5. They released 5 last year. Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 have only ever funded, and they released 5 in 1 year. It's like, okay, that's too many. That's in my opinion. But anyways, HasLabs are a sore spot, but they release some shit that like you may never see again.
So we are at 2 hours on this stream. So for guys for hot or not, just give your quick thought on it and say hot or not. The first one is the Strange Tales wave. I'm going not. There's too many figures that are just way too basic. And then again, kind of like what you were saying, Badfish with the Build-A-Figure, not super familiar. I don't need it in my Legends collection, which is thinned very much so. I'm going not.
I'm going not to, but honorable mention to that Dracula. I kind of want that.
Awesome.
Cool.
The Wolverine's really cool. That's my favorite of the bunch, and the Moon Knight actually is.
Moon Knight's
maybe the
probably
Moon Knight's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
And
Moon Knight would be
I'll
a
say
good grab.
I'm gonna say not to, but I had. I'm gonna be a bit longer. The Voodoo is also cool. So there are some cool figures, but I'm gonna say not. Just I've hated Build-A-Figures for a long time. I feel like they're annoying. I know why they do it. It funds other stuff, and they can get these other characters that only a select people want. So, but they just, I don't know. Build-A-Figures just kind of annoy me. It's like, and if you only want one figure, you got this chunk of plastic you don't need. You can sell it maybe for a decent amount of money. I think at this point, Build-A-Figures should be set to the wayside, and these things should just be deluxe figures.
Deluxe
not
figures.
hot.
You
Not
know,
hot.
The toy manager at Heroes and Fantasies, the shop I used to work at, he's always said it. He goes, these type of waves are to fund other projects down the road. You're on mute.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
All right. Next one is the Mattel's Creation Hot Wheels Star Wars Starship Select Royal Naboo. I mean, besides it being the Episode 1 Naboo Royal Starship, I think that's kind of cool. But after listening to what you guys had to say about it, I think I'm going not after all with this one. I thought it was pretty cool, but it's going to be a not for me, especially for $30. And the scale.
All right.
Oh, damn. I didn't know it was 30 either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're missing something with this. Because that box, like footprint, is kind of crazy. If it's just a tiny piece in that top window, I'm going hot because Hasbro needs to do more Chrome stuff, and I'm glad this is Chrome. And just because it's not for me doesn't mean that somebody out there shouldn't get a medallion representing Episode 1, the 4th best Star Wars film, in their collection. You know, it's
so almost a call out.
Yeah, it's just like
you said, if Hot Wheels can
do it, Hasbro. Well, do they own? Does Hasbro own Hot Wheels? I don't even know.
Mattel
or is it
owns
Mattel?
Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
Mattel owns Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Hasbro needs to do more Chrome stuff. They did a Chrome R2 and 3PO in the retro collection, and they ought to do some more Chrome stuff. So I'm going hot. Episode 1's great.
Oh yeah, I'm so
I
glad
love
I saw it in
episode 1.
theaters. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
Prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Nice.
I'm just gonna say not.
Right, well,
Big trouble for bad fish. All right. The other one is the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Bubbles Up Jimmy Buffett figure. I'm going hot. I know you guys aren't. I hope you guys don't, but I'm going hot. I think the margarita machine look box is awesome. I think it's a funny nod.
I'm going not because Jurassic World is part of the massive problem with Western civilization right now. So it offends me that it even exists.
I am so torn by this just because it's stupid, but it's also cool because like
Like in
the
the
fact,
best way.
yeah, like it's so ridiculous. It's like, as Chris would say, oh, what was he? What a time! What a world! What a time to live! What a time to be alive! What's the?
Yeah, that's
it's
it. But it's like, why is this here?
I know, but it's like
So it does fit the
the
scale.
fact that it is here is, and a company went through this and was like, we're going to do this, is in
Like, look at his
is
shorts. It looks terrible.
sort of incredible to me at the same time as how cringe and bad it is, and how it's like highlighting just an extra, but it's kind of like Star Wars just highlights a bunch of extras too. I mean,
Yeah, but
Star
they're
Wars,
good
half of the
characters.
Star Wars lines are just characters that were in the background. So I kind of like that they're leaning into it. I kind of hate it.
Hashtag
I'm
rip Jimmy
going.
Buffett, right?
You know what? Me and Chris right now, I've got to drop these because I never get to.
Fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. Fight! Fight!
Need the last one. That's what I need to yell. So, wait, honestly, I'm going hot. It's so insane. It's so out there. Companies don't do these things really. You normally just get a repainted. I don't know. You could get a dog that looks like a white with crystals coming out its back that looks like it could be from who knows what, like the Godzilla thing. I don't know. I don't know. Or it could be a Marvel Legends repaint SDCC exclusive instead. I don't know. This they're taking a chance.
The next one is the Tessigen 20 Go Mafex number 246 color version. I'm going hot on this just because the fact that it's like different. It's different from what we've been getting from them with all the other releases that they've done in the most recent past, right? You know, a lot of DC stuff, a lot of Marvel stuff from the movies and stuff like this. And this is just different. So I really like this. Tempted is probably the best word to pick it up. I have no attachment to this whatsoever, but it's just different and it looks cool. Big old robot going hot.
Yeah, same here. I don't know if this like it's really showing my ignorance. I don't know if a lot of stuff has been made in like action figure format for this show over the years. I'm totally unfamiliar with it, and I like if it hasn't, I like the idea of finding some lesser known 20-30-year-old properties and making a new and interesting piece like this. So I'm going hot. I like the form factor here. It's cool.
I'm almost lukewarm on this one. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I will say Chris maybe swayed me to hot though with that. It is unique. Like they're doing something different. And you don't see this sort of stuff a lot. So I'll lean to hot, just very slightly. Just started boiling.
Okay, we got two more. Alf, the ultimate Super Alf 7-inch scale figure.
Damn, look at
Comic-Con
them feet.
exclusive. I'm going hot on this. I think this is really cool. I think it's the only Alf you actually need.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hot too, but they shouldn't be advertising it as 7-inch because it's definitely not. But I'm going hot too, and I'm
7
hoping there's a
scale.
normal.
Yeah, 7
Yeah,
scale.
yeah. I'm
Yikes.
hoping there's a normal Alf under there. There probably is, right? Like if you want to just lose the superhero getup, it's a normal Alf figure.
It's gotta be
Hopefully.
because they've made them before,
Yeah.
right? Why change
Yeah.
anything? Just
Yeah,
start up the factory again. I'd say
yeah,
hot.
hot for me.
It's cool. The soft goods. Oh, sorry. And the little.
No, good.
I love the the poster thing, the poster tube. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I
I
have one of
identify
those
with that.
sitting back there. Now that's not because I have a poster tube. It's because I used to be in architecture, but yeah, not anymore. Very cool. Hot. Sorry.
All right, what's last?
one? My fault. Last one is the Last Ronin Donatello and Flashback Michelangelo. Going hot for both of these. I really like the way these guys look. A lot like, I guess, kind of like what you were saying, Badfish, with the exclusives, right? The exclusive turtles, the Mirage ones. I like the details in this. I don't remember the Last Ronin piece having those details. I'm gonna have to look at it, but I don't know, like this kind of sway me to maybe pick up some more Last Ronin stuff. But yeah, I'm going hot.
Yeah, I'm going hot too. I'm not, I know people have a lot of passionate feelings about this book and like they've been waiting for it for a long time. And isn't it great that the designs happen to not suck, Beautiful stuff. I'm going hot.
I would say we are going hot as well. Let's keep it rolling because I mean, awesome paintwork and sculpt work. I mean, really cool. As much as a NECA grinds my gears, these are cool. And I do love turtles, so I need to finish that book. I was looking at it the other day, and I was thinking I gotta get it done. So maybe this summer I'll spend some of the vacation. Maybe this week even. Knock it out. It's not a long book.
All right, guys, that is the show. Just want to shout out our 10,000 subscriber giveaway. If you're looking for a updated number, we're at 16,000.4K. 16.4K. So we did go up just a little bit going through this show. But to enter the 10K giveaway, subscribe to Collecting Weekly on YouTube and be a part of the Collecting Weekly auxiliary group. Just a reminder that when you go to this post, please make sure that you sort all the comments. That way that you can see how the comments stack on top of each other so you know which number you are. For example, if you were the first person to comment on it, the next person would be number 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, you're not going to be one of those numbers. So please make sure you look carefully because we do want to mitigate how much Zach has to go through the comments and renumber you so that everyone is in the right order for how he does his drawing. Shout out on the drawing the names thing. That was awesome. That duck race, Badfish. What'd you think about that?
It's definitely a fun way to do it. I think it's almost better than the like spinning wheels or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit. I would run it probably for a full minute over the 45 seconds that we did. But so if we ever run any, very cool. Like very fun. And congrats again to Toy Mafia as well.
Yeah, winning both of those. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
Some people
awesome.
said
That's
rig,
awesome.
but
No, definitely not.
definitely.
Yeah, and that's
He puts
Steven
in the
Spielberg
time.
is going for like $80 Canadian now. It was.
He looks
30
like a
American
mutant.
before.
Look at his arms. It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
It's an
not for
abomination.
that much. Should have tried.
Save
for
the
it
money and
back
get the
then.
Margaritaville.
Fuck that. I'm getting the turtles. I'm going for the turtles, if anything.
All right, guys, we want to shout out our great
And the
three
Mythic
pillars
Legions.
and the Mythic Legions. I can second that.
Dude, I'm highly considering them.
So many new names, guys. I mean, some have dropped off, some have re-upped, but lots of new names, it seems like, on this. I had to watch. I probably will still mess up, but I had to watch the last show, the Tuesday show, to see if I can say some.
Yeah,
of
if
these
you ever
names
want
right.
me to run through them, let me know.
Oh, it's
I'm not
it's
too
good.
bad
It's
at
good.
it now.
So we got Captain Fordo. Finally said it right, right? Fordo.
Yeah, you got
Not
it.
Frodo. Fordo. Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valen, Serena, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Gist, Joao Breda, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Gun Figs, Bad Fish, Toy Cartel, Joe Corpus, Luke Wonker, Dan Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krant, Big Fern, Cecil Matakin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bamansky, Rick DiGregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, The Illustrious Rainer, Alan Morgan, Takathri Wah, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Alvin J, Mario Delgado, Airlees Delgado, Sith Scale Collector, Alberto Cortez, Big Rib, Jazz Carroll, Matt Clavenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Don Maton, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Luis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Exodus, Abe Dunk TV, and Gigi the Judgmental. And yeah. And your May June benefits were the Tough Nut sticker and the Small Talk sticker. A little caveat to the Small Talk sticker: we did have to alter the background just a little bit.
They had to on the Tough Nut too.
Yeah. Oh, did they really? What was the?
Both had
was it just a background?
had a background added basically to cut
Yeah.
properly. So there's a blue background on each of these at the moment. So, FYI.
Those should be hitting soon. And then we have the hot seat for $5, the Sweet Angel for $7.50, the Certified Crispy for $15, and the What a Guy. The What a Guy is going to come with that Pog Deluxe set, and then doubles of the stickers that we get, or that we send to you guys. And for international postage, will be at cost for the stickers and the Pogs. And then the YouTube members, we have Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Henson, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Garbear, Good Old Spotchtica, Batman Cinnabites, Justin Sports Cards, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike Litteris, Money Mendez, OG Fen, OMFG Rick, 1/6 figure focus. I always get mixed up on those the 1/6 stuff because like there's a few of them that just sound so close. Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Gist, Scarn Lord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale Russ, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, and Exodus. And if you want to be a Patreon, it's 99 cents. You get the loyalty badges and the emojis, and then the peanut gallery for $2.99 if you are not a Patreonee. And then we have the shows of our great network, our great empire that is quickly growing. Thank you for all the support, y'all, for doing all your subscribing and things like that. Collecting weekly on Tuesdays, After Dark on Wednesdays. Small Talk and CW Movie Night Live will alternate, so you'll get that next week. Chris, you want to talk a little bit about that real quick?
Yeah, we just me and Classy Thomas posted our third episode of CW Movie Night last week. It was all about the Ralph Bakshi, Frank Frazetta animated Fire and Ice, and we talk about the production of the movie, a little bit about rotoscoping as a technique, and we cover the collectibles associated with that movie as well. And we had a really good time. I strongly advise you check it out, even if you haven't seen Fire and Ice, because it's available for free on Tubi, and you'll probably want to watch it after you watch our show about it.
Did you ever pre-order that what was it, a figure or a statue, like a mini statue that we covered a few weeks ago?
Oh yeah, like the Tigra figure. I did pre-order that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure. It's hilarious. How can you not?
When is that
It's
coming
great.
out?
Nice, man.
Who knows? I think it's this. I think it's this summer, July, August. Yeah.
We'll have to do a deep dive on that Tigra then.
I mean,
Um,
might end the show, but yeah, you could. Yeah.
We have just another Friday night on Fridays. Go check those guys out. They're running some good stuff. And then we have question of the week on Sundays with Dean and Zach. And as always, if you are new to watching our live show or even catching it on the replays and you would like to attempt to do some figure photography, we would like to see what you got. We did do a stream a few months back now about some basic figure photography skills and hints and tricks and things like that that Chris was so nice enough to walk us through. And haven't got any as of recent, but hit the Small Talk Instagram up at Small Talk CW on Instagram, and you might be featured on the show.
Yeah, we'd love to bring your photo up and talk about it on the show. So even if you're new at it, we'll go easy on you. You know, I won't give you a hard time like I do these NECA photographers who should know better. You know.
All right, guys. Shout out Sam Giss for being in the chat and bringing up some good points. Shout out to Asher for subscribing again. And then, of course, shout out to all you regulars, Nerf Me, Toy Mafia, congrats. And Mark P was in here earlier, Sith Scale Collector. Guys, we really appreciate you guys coming to our show. Thank you all for being here. You guys got anything else?
I'll just shout out to everyone who tuned in, anyone on the replay. And shout out to Sean. Really, he was pulling heavy on the show sheet this week. I was chaotic, so thank you very much, Sean.
I have to do my part, man. Y'all have backed me up all through the school year, so I have to do it where I can.
Wanted to point that out that Sean got basically the whole show together this week, so thank you for doing that. Because I have been all over the place with trying to get ready for vacation and then, yeah, well, quote unquote vacation. Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Days off at least.
Well, thank you guys always for being here and backing me up. I know I've missed a lot this year, which is kind of odd for me, of randomness and things like that, you know, family stuff.
You've missed like 2, Sean. It's not that bad. You missed like 2. All right. It's, you know, yeah. They're really spaced out. That's why. But yeah, man, you do a great job. And like Badfish said, we appreciate the effort this week.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Well, again, thank you all for watching us. We'll see you next time. And in the great words of Optimus Prime, let's roll out. Bye, guys.
Jumbo.